Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hi. Hey.
Hey y'all, Gravity. Any evening above ground living. I know. I'm supposed to do this at 4:00. I know. I cooked dinner. We went to the farmer's market. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I'm sorry. This is life. But we're here now. And I took a nap. Naps are underrated, by the way. So we're not gonna fool with this. We're gonna introduce the family and we're gonna get into this. And we're gonna have fun because it's nighttime. Now, I will announce who was here earlier so you could curse me out later. It's all good. Leave me alone. But here we go. Reparation Nation, hello. Jerry Bedford, hello. Miss Nisi, hello. Wallow J, hello. Cosmo Fury, hello. Bert, hello. Caesar McCarthy, thank you for being a member. For those who don't know what that means when you become a member, let us know how long you've been a member, or you give us a super chat or super sticker. We tell you how much of a blessing it is, and you get this here. Sybil, hello. Charles Gibson, hello. Miriam R, hello. Mike Santana, hello. Travis Daniels, hello. LaDonna Whiteside, hello. I don't think you've ever said anything, but you've said something now, so hello. And this is for the new people.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hi. Hey.
Yeah, that's what y'all get when you're new here. And AW1, hello. And for those who haven't said anything in the live chats or the comments, hello. I got something big coming for you later in the week. Just to say I was sorry. I know it's going to cause a lot of interaction. That's why I like it. But let's get into this. Candace talked to and reached the Cape Verdean, a St. Thomasine, I guess, St. Thomasina talked to the Cape Verdean. I don't know what they call St. Thomas people. Okay, we'll say it like this. A virgin talked to a Cape Verdean.
Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose, such as criticism, commenting, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. nonprofit, education, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern in.
So a Virgin Islander and a Cape Verdean go into a studio.
Amber Rose, I'm so excited to have you here. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So many things I want to say. I'm going to try to shut up. But the first thing that I want to say is I was so empathetic watching you at the RNC because.
Okay, maybe it's me with the tinfoil kufi on. Why is this so dark? Who filmed this? Because I went looking for a picture for the thumbnail, and the thumbnail was dark. I just figured somebody did that. Who filmed this? Why is it so dark? I think they're trying to play like they're black, but I could be wrong. We're going to let them talk.
First and foremost, your speech was amazing. And I think everybody agreed that your speech was amazing. But I knew what was going to follow immediately after, which was sort of this purity test because I had lived it before. So I was in your shoes. I guess now it's been like 8-9 years ago. And I just realized that everything I was being told was a lie. And it specifically started on the BLM stuff, like on the Black America stuff. And that's all I said. And then my remarks went viral. I was being invited to all these places and I wasn't ready to then have my feet held to the fire about every single position. Well, what has she ever said about pro-life? What has she ever said about this? Is she actually a conservative? I'm like, guys, I'm just saying what I believe in my heart to be true. And now you're trying to put me through a test.
Right.
And that's exactly what happened to you thereafter.
Yeah.
So I guess the first question I just want to ask you is, how are you doing today?
I'm wonderful.
You're good.
Yeah. This isn't the first time I've been canceled or viral or trending on Twitter. You know, I've been down this road several times throughout the years. So it's kind of just like, I mean, I slept like a baby this whole week. So
I'm so glad to hear that. So
Yeah.
how were you feeling, I guess, leading up to the speech? Because that's a huge honor to be speaking in front of the former president and likely future president of the United States.
Right.
How were you feeling leading up to the speech and immediately following it?
So I
Okay. Candace can. Okay. I used the nickname for Candace Owens many a time on my live streams and this channel. I want to know who has been here a while and know what nickname I have given. I'm sorry, I have given. Well, I could call her Amber, and Amber and Amber are talking. What have I given Amber Owens? What nickname have I given her over the last 3 years? I want to see if anybody can remember what I used to call her. We will play the Jeopardy theme. But how are y'all doing today? While y'all think about that, how are y'all doing? Did y'all get the nap? Did you accomplish things today? I like to know that. I actually care, even though I had drool when I was sleeping. Pause. Now, LaDonna, you know some of y'all females be going hard with the makeup. I'm just saying. Of course, Swallow J, but they ain't gonna bring her up there. Hello, Seven. Hey, I got a joke for you, Seven. Why is 10 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Okay. Travis Daniels said the coonstress. Nope, but everybody's called her that. That's not mine. I don't know if that was a response, LaDonna, but you said not I. Nope. Okay. I used to call her, she's a meze coon. She is a meze coon. Messy coon, for those who don't understand black talk. She is a meze coon. Why is she a meze coon? I'm going to tell you. Because you heard what she just said. She asked her, Amber Rose, how are you doing? She says, I'm doing fine. You know, I slept like a baby after my RNC speech. That's wonderful. That's a blessing. we might as well go into the vortex because we're gonna have fun with this tonight.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
Candace Owens is such a mezegoon. This was right after the interview. She's a mezegoon. What does it say? Amber Rose struggling after declaring Trump support, says Candace Owens. When did she say this? Because I listened to this interview. She didn't say it in here. When did she say it? Oops. Right here. She revealed, conservative commentator Owens has revealed on a live stream of her podcast that she recently spoke with Rose and sensed that she was struggling with being stuck in a horrible limbo between some friends rejecting her for her stance and a faction of Republicans viewing her political switch with cynicism. So you put that out there way before and after you talked to her. Told you she's a mezegoon. Why would you do this? But we know Amber Rose does not look at the news cycles. She don't know what she's talking about, but that's okay. That is okay. We're going to let her talk. Maybe she's going to wow us with this newfound awakening under MAGA.
I wrote my speech with one of the writers that works for Trump, right?
And there it is. Brother Torian, when we talked earlier, when you see this, that was the part that I told you that I was going to play for y'all that you wouldn't believe. So, Miss Heartfelt Speech, everybody was running around saying that she was saying stuff from the heart, was actually written. That wasn't freestyle. Okay.
And why should I care?
Yeah, bro. Woo! We're gonna have fun with this tonight. Go back. Say some more.
I wrote my speech with one of the writers that works for Trump, right? I told them everything that I wanted to talk about. I didn't want to talk about the border. I didn't want to talk about all that stuff. I wanted to just keep it like, I'm a mom. I want to talk about the economy, inflation, things like that. My story, how I came over to this side.
Told on herself again. Play it again.
To talk about. I didn't want to talk about the border. I didn't want to talk about all that stuff. I wanted to just keep it like, I'm a mom. I want to talk about the economy, inflation, things like that. My story, how I came over to.
Oh boy. These new political people. Come here. Sit down. We're not saying you can't come outside and talk every now and again, but sit down. The border literally affects the economy. It literally affects inflation. Wonderful, Paul. That's great. That's great. You want to vote for Trump. Very good. Very good. While we're listening to this, sell me Trump. Go ahead. We're going to have fun. This will be live stream number 8. Sell me Trump.
To this side. And
don't use Biden or command me in your dissertation on why I and the rest of the tabernacle should vote for Trump. Go ahead.
They wrote something up and then I kind of put it into my own words, and that's what everyone saw at the RNC. But I will say, Candace, I did not think anyone would care. I'll be honest with you. I just, I was just like, there's so many speakers going up. No one knows me in the political world. I'm going to go.
You said what?
Nobody knew you? You sure about that? Because, bro, we saw what happened after the speech and before the speech and after the speech. They knew exactly who you were. They put down your whole resume. What? Bruh, them white boys knew every partner you ever had. What do you mean? Oh boy. No, you sound gay when you type because you're typing in all caps. Again, sell me Trump. Don't worry about how gay I am. Sell me Trump. I thought y'all have a faction in there called Gays for Trump. Sell me Trump. And why are you talking about gay people? Are you trying to come out of the closet? That's all right. We're very inclusive here. I actually have gay subscribers. So if it's okay, we'll hold you in a prayer circle. We'll pray for you. Okay? Now, sell me Trump.
Go there. And honestly, the whole day before I spoke, maybe there was like some young girls that were like my fans and stuff that wanted pictures. But other than that, no one, really knew who I was there. And right after that speech, boy, I must have taken like 3,000 pictures in 4 days.
Wow.
I
Wow.
promise you, it was like from the morning to the night, downstairs in the hotel, outside, at the RNC.
The reason why she's covering her face is because I bet you Candace and her people told her, we don't want that tattoo on your forehead on film.
Walking to the RNC, because they had everything blocked off and stuff. It definitely changed my life. But I don't know, for me, I'm like, I'm just a girl from Philly. Why does anyone care? And then I go online and everyone's like, she's
At least that
irrelevant.
they don't
No
know
one
you.
cares about what she has to say. No one gives a and then I'm like, okay, if no one gives a let me just go on stage and just say how I
Whoa. So wait a minute. Candace be on there cursing all and they don't block it. But now you're doing an interview, now they blocking out curse words. Say less.
feel. And then people give a and I'm like, but I thought they weren't going to give a
Yeah.
So that's what I battle with every time I do something like
What
that.
is
Well,
this?
I knew it was going to be huge for a couple of reasons. The first, and I saw this happening as soon as you put on the MAGA hat, and there was a clip of you. TMZ was basically chasing you, trying to pigeonhole you of like, wait, you belong to us. Like you're on the left. You're the girl from the slut walk, and
Right.
I know how proprietary.
Yes, Miss Nisi, I understand you noticed that. I explained it earlier. Whoever filmed this, they filmed it very dark. I don't know why. My suspicion is that they're trying to make it like that they're black. I mean, I could try to brighten it. It might just brighten the screen. It ain't gonna exactly brighten the video. That's probably the best I can get it. But yeah, they filmed this with the best and worst of intentions. They're just, they're confused, so they don't know which one.
Hollywood gets about if you're in Hollywood, if we've ever promoted you, if we ever put you on a magazine cover, you get in line with these beliefs. Like these are your political beliefs.
Oh, why are you
So I knew hitting
Googling
the
stuff?
RNC
Tell me
stage,
Trump.
which is such a pendulum swing, they were not going to have that. And then I knew that conservatives, I just don't think that they have thought through the differences. Not all conservatives have thought through the differences between what it means to be a conservative, what it means to be a Republican,
Right.
and what it means to be a Christian. And they were holding you to a test of, is she a Republican, conservative Christian? And the reality is tons of people can and do vote Republican who are not Christians,
Right.
who are not even necessarily fully conservatives. They're like gay married men.
Mhm.
And they vote because they prioritize the economy over their gay
I also
identity.
don't think Donald Trump is very conservative.
Interesting. In what ways?
He's pro-choice. I don't think
Oh.
that's very conservative.
It's definitely not Christian. So people can say you're fiscally conservative, and this kind of gets into it. Like there needs to be a thorough conversation about what it means to be a Republican versus a conservative versus a Christian, and we haven't had that. And I knew that your feet were going to be held to the fire. Was there any comments that, before we get into like your background and how you ended up there,
Sure.
that impacted you or that you felt upset about that came at you, or were you just like, I'm good?
Well, I'll be honest with you, the Matt Walsh stuff, it didn't really bother me, but it did, religious people like that is why I went on my atheist journey. And so I was a
Ma'am, he's not religious. He's a grifter. He's not religious. He See, this is why it's called you political rookies. You don't go down these rabbit holes. You even admitted that you just found out about Matt Walsh after he started going in on you. Again, Matt Walsh is not religious. Matt Walsh is a grifter. Anybody can spout out Bible verses. The question is, can you sit up there and articulate it perfectly and then go outside and follow the doctrines that the Lord, the Most High, has put out for you to follow? Most of these grifters don't do that. I am not impressed that you have Bible verses tattooed on yourself. I'm not first. I'm not. It doesn't affect me. I care less. Are you following the doctrines of the Most High? When you do that, you will impress me. And it's a very small number, but go ahead.
Christian my whole life. I used to go to church. My mom still goes to church 7 days a week. You know, I used to go to church with my mom all the time. But I used to run into people like him often. And so for me, it made me just get turned off by the church, and then in turn kind of go on a spiritual journey. I was looking into Buddhism, I was looking into Islam, which was extremely far-fetched for me. And then I landed on atheism because I just never felt comfortable on that side. But I will say, besides that, when I showed up at the RNC, there was a lot of
until you saw me
white
Trump.
men in suits.
And so Trump.
I can understand why maybe a person of color or somebody that comes from the left would be intimidated by that, because that's maybe not necessarily the norm that we're used to being around. But after I did that speech, Candace, I spoke to so many people, or they were coming up to me telling me their stories, right? And these are guys that look like they come from generational wealth.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh no, I came from nothing. You know, I just worked my way up.
She's talking regular and I have it on 1.3.
And I figured it out. Or one of the other guys was like, my dad's in prison for murder. I mean, you would think this guy was like, had a billionaire daddy. He was like, no, my dad's in prison for murder. My sister died of fentanyl poisoning. You know, my brother died in the opioid crisis. And so it just, you know, I still had that remnants left of the left in my head, where I have to admit, when I walked in there, I'm like, oh my God, they're going to hate me, or they're from a different world. And when I started talking to them, I'm like, we're actually all going through the same thing in America right now. And you can't just judge a book by its cover. I don't want people to judge me. I'm actually a sweetheart.
No comment.
I'm not a crazy person or anything like that. But yeah, it was really sad. A lot of people are going through a lot. And thank you, you know, for telling your stories, everyone at the RNC, and like, you know, and sorry for your loss, because people lost a lot of people to fentanyl mostly. So.
And it's interesting that you say that, because one of the things I always say to my cousin, she does my hair, and we talk about this a lot. I'm like, if only people in the hood knew that
your cousin does your hair. Don't throw your cousin under the bus like that. Now she's talking about the hood. Yeah. The hood. The hood. Let's go. We're going to go back 10 seconds. I want to hear in full detail about the hood.
And sorry for your loss, because people lost a lot of people to fentanyl mostly.
And it's interesting that you say that, because one of the things I always say to my cousin, she does my hair, and we talk about this a lot. I'm like, if only people in the hood knew that the rednecks, them are the exact same people.
Yeah, for sure.
God. Here we go with the Thomas Soul drop. Here we go. Y'all, I don't know if we can get through this, family. We're only 8 minutes in. I don't know if we can get through this. She had to drop Thomas Soul when she said people in the hood and rednecks.
Same people. Yeah. And yet the media will have you thinking like, oh, the rednecks hate black people. And yeah. I'm like, it is actually, as soon as you get around now, like, they're exactly the same people flipped. And some of the best people I've ever met, actually, I would say the best.
No, they're not. They're not even the same. You gotta love that northern privilege, family. You gotta love it. Even though she says her grandfather came from North Carolina, you gotta love that northern privilege. Rednecks and black people in the hood act the same. Oh Lord, here we go. Okay, Paul, we'll entertain you for about 2 minutes. All that you told me he already did. Wonderful. I said, sell me Trump. Sell me now, because there's no guarantee he gonna do any of this. Number one, he's in AIPAC's pocket. Number two, he out there talking, oh, police immunity. So you do know what that means, correct? That means everybody's gonna get dealt with by them cops. Doesn't matter what you identify as. So knock it off. I'm really getting tired of you MAGA idiots trying to tell me about stuff he did 5 years ago. Guess what? Off top, lower fuel prices, that's great. We ain't got it now. How's he going to get back to that? Sell me this man. What have you heard since November 15, 2022 that will lend you to vote for this man because you think he's going to do all this again? And stop writing in all caps. That means if you write in all caps, that means you have a small.
People I ever met are just from down here in the South because they have the right values, like, you know, they family and faith is a big component of it. And I know what you mean when you say that you feel, and it makes me sad to hear that because I've heard it many times,
No
that
one
Christians can be
cares.
really judgmental, or if you felt that, because the reality
I'll help you.
is that there was so many other people who were not saying
Why should I
that.
care?
I messaged with you exactly know Matt Walsh very well. I've worked with him for years. He's actually an amazing person. And I
Why
just
should I
felt
care?
I actually followed him on Instagram.
Were you?
And I unfollowed him after I saw that tweet.
See,
I didn't know. I was
Matt immediately, because I actually know Matt Walsh very well. I've worked with him for years. He's actually an amazing person. And I just felt.
You a damn lie.
You know, I was actually following him on Instagram.
Were you?
And I unfollowed him after I saw that tweet.
See.
Just let him talk. So you got mad at him how he went in on you on X, but you were following him on Instagram. That tells me everything about you, Miss Amber Rose. Your new name is Amber Cactus. That's your new name. Sir, I'm neither, but we don't care what your political affiliation is. You're not selling me Trump. Continue to sell me Trump and do that without caps. You write something else in caps, you can go talk to your mirror. Now go ahead. Thank you so much.
I didn't know much about him, but I saw
you guys
other people following him, so I was just trying to find a community of people. And I
You
unfollowed
hear
him.
him.
I'm like, oh, I guess he doesn't like me.
Try to
So
get Matt
and
Walsh
that is
and Amber
so
Rose to talk to
yeah.
each other.
Honestly,
Here
the
we go.
tweet was ill representative of who Matt Walsh is, and his wife is amazing. I think what he was trying to say didn't come across the right way, because I immediately texted him and I was just like, wait, Matt, I think that like you have this wrong. And I think what he was trying to say, and I hope I don't sound like I'm like an apologist for Matt Walsh, but obviously, like, and I might be being a little Catholic gang here, but I think what he was trying to say was something about the RNC and like what they're prioritizing. But I actually even disagree with that point too, because I think that, again, speaking to like what the RNC should be trying to do ahead of an election is basically saying, these are the things that we are offering, like a better economy, this, that, but these are the lies that are told about the RNC. Like, people believe that Donald Trump is this.
Yeah.
And I think a part of that is kind of trying to disillusion people.
Mhm.
And so I wish you guys, and I hope you will, in the opportunity to have a moment to speak, because I promise you, like, it's not who he is. He's like a really good dude. And
I know, I'm good though.
I know, I feel it. I know, I get it. But I'm glad that so many other people like responded.
Yeah, I had
in
a
a
lot
way.
of DMs of people saying that they're going to pray for me, that like nice Christians.
I promise he's a nice Christian. I promise he is. That I think it came out the wrong way. But yeah, Matt does so much charity for Christians, and he's fought on a lot of causes. And again, I don't want to sound like a Matt apologist, but I get it. I totally get how you feel about
I just
the
think
situation.
it's more so like when he's like, the slut walk, fine. The rappers part, what's so funny, Candace, I've only been in relationships my whole career. And I've been pigeon, like,
Career, not life, career. Say less.
do you know in Hollywood, if you are at the same restaurant as someone, they will put it on the news that you're together. You're not at the same table. You don't know them. They're with their family. You're with your family. And they'll say, we're at the hotel or the restaurant at the same exact time. This is what they have done to me throughout the years. Okay. So I get it. I understand. That's why I'm doing this interview. I understand why he's like, she just rappers, or she just does this. And even my slut walk.
Huh? Ma'am, you've been seen around rappers your entire quote unquote career. That's who you're known for. You've been around rappers. Embrace it. Don't start blaming Hollywood because you're in front of the Mezegoon. Don't do that. How do young people say it? Live your truth.
I was really, really proud of it. I hate what it turned into. I hated the name slut walk. I hate it when girls, which sounds very hypocritical, had to leave the slut walk dressed like that, which was the whole point. Like, don't touch me because I'm dressed like this.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But you made money off of it. You went to go see Jesse Lee Peterson on the back of it. Bam. You are watching in real time, family, the reinvention of someone's life. Now you didn't like it, but you did it multiple years. Say less. All right. You and your team got the permits, but you didn't like it. You and your team got the vendors to come outside, but you didn't like it. You and your team got the girls to come out and the dudes to come outside for this, but you didn't like it. You made money off of it, but you didn't like it. You got attention off of it, but you didn't like it. Ah, okay.
Respect me because I'm dressed like a slut. But then when they would leave, I'd be like, this is my responsibility. I brought them here. But now I don't want them to go get hurt. But that was the whole damn point of this.
That's why you have security.
I'm not making a change. There's nothing, I'm not making any change for any women right now because I really want them to go put on a blanket and walk home and go be safe and cover up.
Hope you guys are enjoying this conversation. I'm interrupting only briefly.
Oh, hell no. Don't you sell that damn cup. Preborn. Nah, we good.
Talk about the slut walk, and that's a great place because we can actually talk about your history and some of the judgment that was thrown at you. And I do want to say this because I have tried to communicate this to people who just cannot understand why I have any sort of a semblance of a relationship with Tristan Tate and Andrew Tate, and they're very big. And I just get it. I think one of the things that happens a lot, and I always talk about Ali Stuckey, who's a Christian podcaster. She's amazing. She's lovely. She's basically like what you want your daughter to be. Like everything turned out right. She came from a stable family, 2 Christian parents. She like loves the Lord. And then you have someone like Andrew Tate and her and him maybe have said things about each other. But I always say to people, with the way that my life was, how my life started, I would have never listened to Ali Stuckey. Like I would have never in a million years listened to an Ali Stuckey podcast before I listened to an Andrew Tate podcast. You get what I mean? Because it wasn't, which is, I'm saying this quite ironically, it wasn't relatable. That's the name of her podcast. It wasn't relatable.
It wasn't relatable. The same woman who said her grandfather was the most religious person in her house. It wasn't relatable. Oh, so your grandfather, the black man, quote, air quotes, he talked about religion and you rebelled against it. But the white woman gets on a podcast that she monetizes and you listen to it and you relate to that. I don't want to say it, but I think y'all know where I'm going with that. I'm gonna let it continue.
Because I'm like, okay, you're a girl. I hope one day that I could raise kids like that. But I'm gonna listen to someone who
I just feel
on a White Lives Matter show with like that I've lived through. You know what I mean? And it's not easy to be guided down the right path or to end up at faith immediately. And I think that's why an entire generation of kids who didn't grow up with 2 parents in the home would rather listen to an Andrew Tate. And the conservative does not always understand that. And I think that that's not a good thing. And that's why I loved when I heard you just say what you believe, because I'm like, if that, because I believe that you believed it. Right. And I'm like, great. Now we invite her in and talk to her about where she's been and what made her wake up. So starting with the slut walk, because I was frantically against the slut walk, talked about it many times in my old show. I'm going to just.
I know, I remember.
Oh, I was like, I was anti slut walk because I felt that women were being used to actually make things harder for women. So I'm going to show you just like a cut here for the audience for a clip of just some slut walk footage. You're not in any of this footage, but just so people know what it is.
We don't care.
Agree with is that there are a lot of girls in high school or college, right, young girls, that are literally called derogatory names for no reason at all. They're not even doing anything. I was one of those girls. I was a late bloomer. My kids are 11 and 4. I have friends that have like 25-year-olds. So, you know, I do think that sometimes that is an issue where you bully girls because you're insecure, or maybe she might like another boy or something like that. So that was one piece in there, if I'm not mistaken, where the girl said that, but then she said dick or badge or whatever, who cares, or something like that. That's the only thing I still do agree with, but the other stuff and you know what, Candace, too, listen, when it comes to sex workers, I'm still for sex workers. And when I say that, I mean that I understand it's not easy to just say, stop. Don't do this anymore. You're better than this, right? We can all say that all day, but there has to be a solution for why they should stop, you know, or maybe the money that they did make through sex work, or the umbrella of sex work, like strip-in, that was not actually sex, and create businesses for themselves or something like that, you know? So I have empathy for women like that, because I was that girl. My dreams and aspirations in life were not to be a dancer. But I grew up poor, and my mom had mental health issues, and, you know, we were homeless when I was really young, and my neighborhood was drug dealers and strippers, you know? So that was my lifelong dream. And then when I became famous, everyone just pointed the finger at me and was like, you used to be a stripper. We remember you, you know? And then that made like the whole internet and stuff. And then I had to just live with that. And over time, I embraced it with my slut walk, because it was the only way to survive. I was like in survival mode, because initially I'm like, hey guys, I grew up poor, and they're like, shut up, you were a stripper, shut up, you know? So I'm like, okay, well, no one cares why. So what else is there left for me to do? I have to just own it, which I think is what Cardi B does often. She has to own it and act like we all have to act like we love it.
See, so this is very interesting. So for those who were not introduced to Amber Rose before the RNC, Amber Rose was introduced to the world because you were dating Kanye West.
Yes,
and it
15
was
years ago.
15 years ago, and it became this big thing. Kanye West is dating a stripper, and suddenly you became famous, like basically overnight.
Yeah.
And
well, he didn't know that I was a stripper at all.
Oh,
when he met me,
I didn't know this.
So the misconception is that he met me at the strip club.
I thought that my whole life until right now.
No, he never met me at the strip club. I was actually a model. I was signed with Ford Models. I got booked for a music video called RoboCop on 808 and Heartbreak.
Okay.
Although that album is not about me. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is about me. That's also another misconception. That's about his ex-fiance. So I got booked for a job, and then we fell in love, and we were together for like 2 years.
Yeah.
It was a good time, and it was a great time in pop culture, and we really did have a lot of fun for a long time. But yes, he did not meet me in the strip club. So when me and him started to get to know each other, I was like, hey, I just want to be honest, because I could tell that we have feelings for each other. I am actually a dancer back in the Bronx. I lived in the Bronx at the time. Funny, me and Cardi worked at the same spot, just different times because I'm older than her.
Oh.
Yep, Sue's Rendezvous. The legendary Sue's Rendezvous. Be quiet.
And he was like, I don't care. I just want to be with you. I don't even care that you were a dancer. That doesn't even bother me, And he was really great about it. He just really didn't care because I felt like he just knew my heart. He knew who I was as a person. So yeah, so go ahead. But that's how it all
I'm so glad
started.
you clarified that. And
Yeah.
so which is really funny because you got branded as a stripper. When he met you, you weren't even stripping, but I guess
I was stripping, but he didn't know that I was a stripper.
He didn't know you were a stripper.
So I was a model, but I wasn't a Bella Hadid. I wasn't a famous model. I just happened to be signed to a big agency, but I wasn't getting a lot of work like that. So I still had to dance and money back to my mom in Philly, my family. So that's why I was still dancing in the Bronx. But he didn't meet me there. He met me because I booked his music video.
Got it. Okay.
Right.
So this is literally a case of just, I guess, misconceptions in the media.
No, just people pulling stories out of their ass and throwing it on the internet, and then everyone believes it.
I
think people can be really, I don't know, I guess, unforgiving of circumstances they can never imagine themselves to be in. So you kind of hear this when they find out, like, in someone's history, like, this person sold drugs, or, this person was a stripper, or did anything that was, to them, obviously, we look at these things and we're like, this is not a good career to go into, but they don't understand what it means when your back is against the wall and what you would do. And it's unfortunate that the sex industry is fast money for people that need it and who don't come from these circumstances. It's very unfortunate. And I'm glad you actually brought up Cardi B, because so much in the media has made it seem like I am an enemy of Cardi B. And I feel like I'm actually the only person that ever believed in Cardi B. And
we get gold out of this, family. Cardi B finna go crazy. Wait a minute. Hold up. She said this, right? And then said something on Sonia Massey. Cardi B went in on her, and then she went back in on Cardi B. Jesus Christ. Candace, I think it's time. I would do it for the family. You need to go call whatever the fuck her name is, Belcanis, or whatever the hell her name is. You need, y'all might have to have a partition, but y'all gonna have to speak, because Cardi B gonna whoop your ass. She gonna see the chick from the shade room in your face, and she gonna whoop your ass. What do you mean? Wait, when did she talk to Cardi B? When was this? I missed it. I don't remember. Hold on, let me go look.
Who truly believed in her, meaning that she could break out of this stripper stereotype. So I was introduced to her because my cousin made me watch Love and Hip Hop, and she was a star. There's no question about it. I had never watched Love and Hip Hop in my life. Her and Ray J, I just thought they were both very entertaining in this way. And what was so enjoyable about her was she was very self-deprecating. She was just like, I want to work hard and I'm going to make it, and I believe in myself. But she would kind of point to the things that weren't right about herself in the same way, and that it was very endearing. And then she kind of makes it when everyone's telling her she's not going to, and she makes some music, and I can't remember what was it Bodak Yellow that went viral for the first time, and suddenly she's in Hollywood and she got tons of followers because people liked her personality.
Talking about
but then I felt like, okay, now she's gonna move on from the stripper stereotype. She doesn't have to be that anymore. Like her music is boppy. The people love her not because
you were talking about that. Nah, I need them face to face. No, I need them in the same room. Doing it over the internet, that ain't nothing. I need them in the same room. That'll break the internet.
She's a stripper. And actually, what I felt the industry did was they tried to turn her into the ultimate stripper. They were like, no, you have to be the stripper.
No, babe, it's not her fault. They don't let you. They don't let you move forward. I think this is why, I'm 40 now. And this is why I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. I'm going to speak at the RNC. I'm going to speak at my on my Instagram. I'm going to say how I feel about things, and I'm not going to hold back anymore, because the industry does do that to women, especially women that come from nothing, like somebody like me and Cardi B. They intimidate you with the fact that you'll eventually be back there with nothing. And that's how it's been for the 50.
That's why when you get paid, you invest. Black Grassroots been told y'all that if you're gonna play in Hollywood, I mean, you're gonna have to play the game, but you need to have an exit strategy. You need to invest your money wisely. You need to make it where if they do cancel you, you're like, okay, I can and walk away. Y'all don't do that. Y'all go on these shows, you get paid shit, and then you spend the shit. Interesting.
15 years that I've been famous. And so it's like, you have to do this. You have to twerk on Instagram. You have to go viral. You know, if the more followers you get, the more endorsement deals you get, which in turn gives you more money to support your family.
Who specifically is giving you that directive?
It's everyone. It's everyone out there because it became a culture. So now, and again, I don't know Cardi personally, but I'm just looking from the outside in because I lived it already. I think that her team is probably saying, look at this other female rapper. Look what she's doing. Oh, she just went viral doing that. So now you got to do something, you know, raise the bar and do something else. And so it becomes an intimidation tactic where you feel anxiety that like it may be over for you in a second. And so even when me and Kanye broke up, I'll never forget it. I mean, obviously so many years ago, but they were like, your 15 minutes is up. It's over for you. It's done. You're never going to work in Hollywood again. This is like the internet and just people. I couldn't get a publicist. Nobody wanted to work with me. And I was like, maybe they're right. But I just persevered and I managed myself for a few years and I did it by myself. And that first year, I made my first $1 million in 2011 by myself, you know? And so, but even then it's like, you go this way a little bit and you're happy and you're just like, I'm finally getting out of this bullshit. And then it's like, hey, do you want, I don't know, $1 million to sign up to OnlyFans? There's a pandemic. Everyone might die. You know, you can't really work and travel anywhere unless you want to get a vaccine. So this is what you want? You're like,
and you're just thinking in your head, like, this money could be gone. Like, what am I going to do after this? This could be the last check that I get.
Yeah, so it's everywhere. The degeneracy is everywhere. So you're surrounded by that. And I was telling you on the phone how like, I posted that bikini pic like 3 weeks ago. I since like archived it on my page, but I dropped a crypto coin called MAGA, which is great. Everyone go get the MAGA coin. But I still fell into it, Candace, because I was telling my team, like, guys, they're like, well, Iggy Azalea's coin was doing really good and she has her hands on her ass and she's like spreading her ass cheeks and like, you got to at least do a bikini picture with maybe like the Make America Great hat and you want to make money, you want your coin to go up, like, you know. And so I'm like,
so you're promoting a scam on Candace's platform. You gotta love this shit. Hey, Candace, she over there talking about her SEC case. I would have told her to stop. They're looking at you right now, man. $350,000 scam. I would be quiet about your coin. And number two, you need a new team around you. If they sat up there and told you you need to put in a bikini pic and a MAGA hat to sell your coin.
fine, let me go in the backyard by the pool and just do it. So I still battle with those things, Candace. I don't want to get beat up by the Republicans. I'm already getting beat up enough by the left.
You're basically,
Give me a break.
You're in political purgatory. It's the
Yeah,
worst. Because when you
sure.
leave, you're like, I've escaped. Then when you arrive, you're like, whoa. Hold up. Like, I don't know. I know I'm not perfect. I'm getting everything wrong and you're being screamed at by the right. And it sucks. It really sucks because I can just sense I'm a person that goes on vibes. My team is laughing because I literally, I just get a vibe. And
yeah.
But my vibe's always right. And when I spoke to you, I was like, no, she means what she says, and she's going through this metamorphosis, and it's painful. Like, it is really painful to come out of that cocoon, especially, I would imagine it's 10 times worse for you because your cocoon is Hollywood.
Yeah.
And there's no room. I mean, mine was hard enough just being black and being like, hey, I am like.
She said it. She said it.
Got him! Got him!
We're going to play it again.
Your cocoon is Hollywood.
Yeah.
And there's no room. I mean, mine was hard enough just being black and being like, hey.
Madam, it's funny. When they play victim, they're black. You love that, right? Ma'am, you love running around talking about. All right. I guess we got to do it again. Ma'am, where have you ever admitted that you were black? You've never said this. We saw the tweet. The tweet heard around the world that you still got up. Uh-huh. Yeah. Do y'all remember the tweet? I know you remember the tweet. She ran around saying, I'm of St. Thomas descent. Oh, you don't believe me? I figured you didn't.
Twins, which are 3 years old right now. Do you have any advice going forward in these crazy times to make as few mistakes as possible?
Okay, white, you've adopted a black child. Do not make them feel like they have to, don't raise a Colin Kaepernick. That's my first advice.
White woman adopted black kids. Don't make them into Colin Kaepernick.
I think what's important is not to kind of fall into this culture of feeling like you have to have a discussion with your child about the color of their skin.
White woman adopted black children. You should not feel compelled to have a conversation about their skin color.
Or like have a discussion with them about race. I think there's so
White woman adopted black children. Advice: don't feel like you have to discuss race.
much of that, like, I have a black child and we had to sit down and have the conversation, and it's like, no, because the truth is kids don't see color. All of that stuff is
Kids don't see color. Okay.
taught. And right now we have a society that's hyper-racialized, hypersensitive, and constantly trying to teach kids to see differences and see colors. And I think that is horrible. That's just not the way children's mind works. Those are the way that like nefarious adults' minds work. And I think the most beautiful thing you can do is just to raise your child like your child, like you think they look just like you and act like you, and
except they don't look like her, Candace.
That's the gift that you can give to the world, is to raise someone who doesn't see color. So I'm a person that obviously doesn't see a difference between white people and black people, which that obviously doesn't see a difference between white people and black people. Person that can give to the world is to raise someone who doesn't see color. So I'm a person that obviously doesn't see a difference between white people and black people. Person gift that you can give to the world is to raise someone who doesn't see color. So I'm a person that obviously doesn't see a difference between white people and black people. First gift that you can give to the world is to raise someone who doesn't see color. So I'm a person that obviously doesn't see a difference between white people and black people.
Which is why people went in on you when you did your George Floyd commentaries, but conspicuously said nothing about Tony Timpa. When we understand you saw the difference. The way you reported on Breonna Taylor, people understood you knew the difference. People recently just saw you comment on Sonia Massey and how you didn't go in on them cops, even though one of them cops literally was one of the bad apples that you conservatives love to talk about exist, but they don't exist. We know you don't know the difference. We know.
Which drives people crazy because they need me to see myself as a black woman. But I see myself as an American, and I think it's beautiful that you guys adopted.
Really, Candace, I'm glad you said that, because you were here just now.
He's going through his metamorphosis, and it's painful. Like, it is really painful to come out of that cocoon, especially I would imagine it's 10 times worse for you because your cocoon is Hollywood.
Yeah.
And there's no room. Mine was hard enough just being black and being like, hey.
Black. I'm glad you said that.
And that's the gift that you can give to the world, is to raise someone who doesn't see color. So I'm a person that obviously doesn't see a difference between white people and black people, which drives people crazy because they need me to see myself as a black woman. But I see myself as an American, and I think.
You see yourself as a black woman, not an American. I don't see myself as a black woman. I see myself as an American. But now I am. How do I identify myself as? I guess I should just say Jamaican. A son of Jamaican immigrants. Okay, fine. That's fine. I'll do that. But Candace, you just said at your book signing during the coffee venereal disease that you're an American. Now you're a black woman. Told you they're black when it's time for them to be victims. It's okay. We're gonna hear this from Tatum Tots very soon when the griff is over and then people start going on there. He's like, y'all don't like my takes no more because I'm a black man. Mm-hmm. Funny. Don't raise your kids to be Colin Kaepernick. You literally, never mind. Let me be quiet. I don't go for the children. Let me be quiet.
I am like a conservative.
Oh, I'm no longer black.
No, they will take that.
Ah, you're a conservative. There you go. Conservative is the new race.
Come out of that cocoon, especially I would imagine it's 10 times worse for you because your cocoon is Hollywood.
Yeah.
And there's no room. I mean, mine was hard enough just being black and being like, hey, I am like a conservative.
Oh, I'm no longer black.
No, they will take that away. I'm black my whole life, but
Okay.
they were instantly like, she's not black.
Yeah, I'm not black anymore, apparently.
How are you black your whole life? You renounced it, but that's okay. Conservative is a new race.
Yeah, so they take that away and they denigrate you, but it's got to be even harder to come out of the Hollywood cocoon because the entire industry is built around really everyone has to have the same perspective. Everyone has to be the same if you want to sign the deals. I mean, I sat down with a TikToker, super young, Gen Z TikToker, and he spoke about how he was basically told like he wanted to do more serious and talk about real issues, stay out of it. You know, keep doing spun, stupid TikToks because if you start talking and you sound conservative, you're not going to get the sponsorships. You're not going to get the deals.
It's intimidation.
Right.
100%.
Which is crazy.
And what's
Make sure
crazy
you hit
is
the
that
like.
it wakes me up at night, Candace, because I have tortured myself for 15 years. I've tortured myself with this stuff, you know, and I beg and I've cried and pleaded, please reach for the stars. Even if go talk to like maybe more conservative brands, see if they'll give me a chance. They wouldn't give me a chance, you know, because they just didn't know me. And I get it. I'm not upset. But they're like, no, this is it. This is what you're, and you know, I have a family. And so when I went out on a ledge and I posted the picture with me, Trump and Melania, that was my moment where I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm done.
How did it come about? Like in your mind, when did you decide, I'm just going to post this photo, MAGA goodbye, I'm with Donald Trump and Melania, because that obviously became a moment on the internet.
Yeah. So my ex-husband actually told me to do it. Wiz did. He told me to do it. Yeah. Although he's not political at all and he's not voting.
Oh, I wonder why Wiz told you to do that. We know why. For those who don't know, Wiz Khalifa is looking at 10 years in Bulgarian prison for having the high grade over there. I wonder why.
Voting. He's just doesn't want to be in that world whatsoever. You know, he's really one of my best friends. I love him so much still to this day. He's just such a great person. But I went to him and I was just like, I feel like I'm living a lie. And and it's so much more than Trump, but just me as a person, I was just like, I'm so unhappy. You know, I'm starting to hate everyone. And I was never like that. I was always full of love, you know? And I just want to be me. And I don't know how to be me. I don't know. I don't give a shit, but I don't know how to just like bungee jump. Like once I bungee jump, I'm good. Like once I do it or like jump out the airplane.
Don't bungee jump. You saw what happened to Trevor on Fresh Prince. Don't do that. Here's I'm gonna give you some advice, Amber Rose. Listen, I do politics over here, and it does get frustrating. Sometimes I do feel like I just hate the world because of the things I see people doing in the name of politics. You know how you remedy that? You shut off social media. You don't have your phone in your hand all the time. I'm going to go download Wordscapes on your iPhone. Do that. Download Bubble Witch Saga 3. Get away from the world. Watch YouTube cooking videos. Watch anime, except Attack on Titan. That's political. Don't do that. I'll give you a suggestion. Watch Initial D. It's all about car races and a young high school kid becoming number one. Do that. That might help. Watch wrestling. There's plenty of things. You have children. Get some Legos. Build some shit. Amber Rose, you could have been fire. You could have started a whole Lego channel with your children and built Legos. Built Lego structures. That would have been amazing. Yeah. What do I know?
I'm done, you know, and I can forever do that. And I told him that I wanted to post a picture. He's like, Amber, post that shit. He was like, post that shit right now. You know, I'm like, for real, I should, you know? And he's like, do it. He's like, who cares? He's like, you vote for Trump? Is that what you want to do? And I was like, yeah, I'm kind of really into it, you know? And he's like, man, do that shit. And he put a battery in my back and I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And out of 50,000 comments, I didn't leave one comment under my own page. I just let everybody just argue with each other, like just go crazy on each other because I said what I said.
It is.
So before you said everything, you were angry about what's going on, but you went out there and put out discourse because you wanted to watch other people be angry. And again, why should we listen to a celebrity promoting Trump when we don't listen to celebrities promoting Kamami? Didn't realize there was a difference. We learned something new, family. We should listen to Amber Rose because she don't give a shit.
Is so freeing. I just remember when I had that moment, and it's funny because the world works in mysterious ways, but I was listening to Kanye West's song over and over again. The one when he came out with gosh, I can't even think of the name of the song. He did it 300 style, where he talks about it's gonna be a beautiful death. I'm jumping out the window. I can't think of the name of the song.
It's one of his newer songs.
No, Power. Yes.
Power. Yeah.
I was listening to Power on repeat because I knew, because that was kind of when Kanye got canceled and then he came back and he talked about like really the power that has to come from within and that end, like it's going to be a beautiful death. I'm jumping out the window. That idea came to him from the movie 300, one of the people that was involved in that told me that. And it was all about, I mean, that whole song, he's like FSNL and the whole cast. Like he's basically saying like goodbye to Hollywood. I'm going to be myself.
Right.
And I listened to it over and over because I knew I was just going to be bullied every day. People were going to call me an Uncle Tom, a coon. But I listened to so much of Kanye's Power that I just did not care. I was like blacking out.
Right. He left Hollywood, but his song is featured in a new movie. All right.
On Kanye's music. And you have to, it has to be that battery pack. You have to have either the voice within yourself or behind you to be like, listen, you know what's worse? It is so much worse to live a life and not be yourself. Like that is a kind of a death, you know?
It is. I mean, I was literally like suicidal 2 years ago. And I spoke about that on Jason Lee's podcast. I just could not take it anymore. Just living in a lie. And if you look at my record, I don't argue with people online like that. I have like 2 arguments online out of 15 years of people just going in on me, you know? And so it does take a toll after a while because you just want to scream from the rooftops like, guys, you don't know me at all. You don't know where I come from. But a part of me, and I don't know what that is inside of me, that is just like, well, you. You don't like me. I don't even want to explain to you why. Like, I don't even want to tell you like, no, like me because this is why this is like this. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just be like, well, just unfollow me then, or talk. I don't even care because people that actually know me love me, and I'm okay with that.
Right, and that's where it has to come from, and that's why I love that he says it's going to be a beautiful death because it's a death of sorts, but it's very beautiful. And then once you start building, it's a real.
How YouTube getting away? How did YouTube let her say that? Let me would have said that. I get limited monetization. I bet you she got full monetization on this video. She talking about the D word. Must be nice.
Real foundation, because if every day you have to be someone you're not, your spirit, it's in conflict at all times. Like you're basically lying all the time. You're someone that you're not. And so when you're able to just be yourself and just face the consequences of whatever that means, to just literally be yourself, you get to start rebuilding the blocks in your life. And you get to decide like, okay, this is now a real friend because I'm being me and they want to be my friend. Like I'm not pretending to be something because I want magazine covers. I'm not pretending to be someone I'm not because I'm trying to make money. And I think that is, and I know that you're not on your journey. I think you will get there eventually. But what brought me back to faith is like all of that wisdom is in the Bible. Like when it says like, you know, you can't serve, you know, both money and God. Right. And I think that what's happened a lot in LA is people are serving money because there's, of course, there's an anxiety that comes from like, well, what am I going to do if I'm not doing this? And it makes it harder and harder as those wheels keep spinning and you're just, the whole industry's around you and everything that you're getting offered is in the industry. You're like,
well, it's also a gamble because I really took a gamble by posting Trump on my page and endorsing him because everyone could have been like Matt Walsh. Every single person there or anybody online, you know, that was on that side could have been like Matt Walsh. And they weren't. They were actually very receptive and loving and made me feel really accepted at the RNC. Most people did. most people were really, really great to me, and they were really nice, and I appreciate them very much. But I really did. I took a gamble, you know, by doing that. But that was better than how I was living before. So that's just how I felt. I mean, I took the risk, and I guess it worked. But even if it didn't, it still would have been better than before.
All right, guys, interrupting you to.
Okay, I don't care about you selling shit.
Demons, and it puts your soul at conflict. And so I did a show last week where I was talking about how many people in the industry, rappers, have spoken out and said that they feel like they sold their soul to the devil, like specifically that language, or that they were wrestling with demons because of what they were putting out all the time.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, because we talked about Cardi B, and she sometimes has this break online and she's crying, and I can't explain to you, like, my heart, I just want to hug her when I hear it.
Yeah.
But there's this tape that's out there of her having one of these moments again where she's talking about demons, and I want you to hear it.
That's kind of why I didn't want her to do this song, Shake It, or like any drill songs, because it's like these songs are activating like these demons that I killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that girl anymore. Like I just want to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be that old Cardi anymore.
I'm
You understand why I say she a mezegu? I hope y'all understand why I call her a mezegu. She didn't do this to make Cardi B look human. She did this to take a shot at her. Right, Cardi B don't like doing this, but then she on stage doing it. This is why I said before, when you get this money, you invest it wisely. When the scamdemic was going on, she did that video talking about how everything was high and rich people are going through it too. That told me everything I needed to know. She ain't investing that money wisely. She needs to make sure that she has enough money that she could leave this industry if she's facing these demons like Coon Dance be talking about. But, you know, continue.
Not kidding when I say that. Like, it makes me want to cry hearing her say that.
Literally exactly how I feel. And I didn't even hear that, Candace, when we first started this interview. And I can look at Cardi and she reminds me of myself. I know I can watch what she posts. I've seen other things that she said, and I'm like, that's me all day, every day. She's done Ellen. She's done all these like late night talk shows, and I've seen them. They're like, so you were a stripper? She's like, I'm an international superstar.
They're going to go back in your history. I thought people in Hollywood knew this. When they interviewed Denzel Washington, they bring up the fact that he was part of the Boys and Girls Club. What do you, Jesus Christ. Oh, so where you got your most success is where people are supposed to start their interview of you? Oh, okay. So we're supposed to forget history. You're supposed to look at me how I am now. Delusions.
You know, and like that's the first thing they go to. They do the same exact thing to me, and I can tell in her voice, I've been there, yo. I promise you, I've been there so many times. And once I set myself free, and
Great. Wonderful. Driver seat. Sell me Trump. Don't use Biden or command me. Sell me Trump. Go ahead. Since you want to come in here and talk about Dirty Feet Amber, cool. Sell me Trump. Go ahead.
and now I'm just able to just be who I want to be, whatever that is, even moving forward. She'll eventually get there, but she needs a clean house with her entire team, fire all those get brand new people in, period. People that are not going to intimidate her, that it's going to be over for her if she doesn't clap her ass on Instagram. I've been there. They've done that to me for years. Like, Cardi, if you are listening, like, you are special, and you don't have to do this. If you want to be a mom, you can still be a mom, and you can still be a rapper. You don't have to be a porn rapper. You don't. Like, and I hear the stuff that she says it, and I had a slut walk. I get it. I lived it. We've done the same thing, you know?
I think like I want her to know that like and that's how I felt when I was so protective of you. Like when I saw TMZ harassing you, like to every person, you have a right to evolve.
Absolutely.
And the second someone tries to pigeonhole you and say you're not allowed to evolve, that person is literally trying to corrupt your spirit. You're not there. They don't want your spirit to flourish, and they want you to only see yourself one way.
Right.
And so when I saw that video for crying and there's other videos for crying, and that is because she has children now, and she's at a different stage in her life.
Right.
She was talented not because she was a stripper.
Wonderful, Candace. You haven't evolved though either, ma'am. So what we talking about here? You had children, you still going in on black people, even though your kids are half Caribbean. Yeah. The hypocrisy is real over here, family. Your children, that's your Candace Owens. Let me help you. What you say online is your children's legacy. Ooh.
Shit. Yeah. Shit. That.
Yeah, that's your legacy of going in on George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and all black people are mercilessly deleted by cops. That's your legacy. Your legacy is the clip we heard earlier of you saying you're not a black woman, you're an American. That's your legacy. Your legacy is getting fired or quitting every job you've ever had. Your legacy is showing your kids that mommy didn't be independent and stand on her own. She needed people to coax her to go do stuff like this. Your legacy is mommy had 1 million+ subscriber YouTube channel that she laid dormant because she needed a reason to get up and do content in the morning. When I could have been super mommy to you. I could have been doing my own content on my own channel on my own time and then playing with you in the backyard. I didn't do that. I went to go be under the arm of white men and spew what they were talking about. My children, come sit down and let me tell you how mommy sold herself out to the to the Horowitz Foundation. That's the mommy you know. Children, your mommy used to dox people. You don't know what that means? That means I would give out their names and addresses. Yeah. That's your legacy, Candace. Your legacy is having fits with Cardi B. Your legacy, Candace Owens, was you losing a Twitter beef with Christina Applegate, who was sitting in a wheelchair recovering from a debilitating disease. Amber Owens, Nee Farmer. You lost an internet battle to Kelly Bundy. That's your legacy. Huh. Continue.
She was a star, not because she was a stripper. When I was watching Crown 11 Hip Hop, I didn't care about the fact that she was a stripper. She was a star because she's a star.
Yeah.
And I feel no one in her circle is telling her that. Like, you do not have to do this at all because you will still have fans because you're talented.
Yeah, they're probably not, Candace. They've never told me. They never told me that there was another way out. Just, you know what the other way out is? Just be yourself. It's the easiest thing you can do. Is really just be yourself. Because right now in Hollywood, we're all
Why didn't you do that from the first day? Oops.
being someone else. We are our personas. And it's crazy because when people actually get to know me as a person, they're like, wow, you are really nerdy. You're not hypersexual at all. And I'm very like traditional in a lot of ways, you know, but life has dealt a hand sometimes, you know.
I know traditional nerdy people that got dealt a shit hand and they're fine. You literally embrace Hollywood by being fake. We're not doing this. Black women, we got to make sure our daughters do not go down these roads. She's literally acting right now. You could have easily been Amber Rose, and you could have even done the stripping thing. You could have even been the video vixen. You could have still went out there, been yourself, since you want to say you're traditional and nerdy. You could have started a whole career doing traditional and nerdy stuff, and you'd probably be in the same position you are now. We're not going to clean up our images at damn near midlife crisis. We can't do that. No. Candace Owens is 35 trying to clean up her image now. No. It doesn't work. You could have pulled this 30 years ago when there was no social media. No.
know, and that's just how it is. But yeah, if you're just gonna be yourself, it's just the best way to go, whatever that is.
I want to talk to you about your OnlyFans account because there was so much misinformation on the web about this. When everyone, after you got kicked in the head by the left, then the right came in and said, no, we're going to kick you too. And look, we found her and she's on OnlyFans and she's literally just doing this because she wants a bunch of people to sign up to her OnlyFans. And I was like, I feel like there's more to the story because the girl that I just spoke to on the phone was very genuine. So can you explain to everybody why there was an OnlyFans account? Because of course the people that were coming at you actually had not paid to see whether or not you were posting sex content or what was happening.
So I never posted sex content. I've never done porn in my life at all. I've never been a prostitute in my life. I just posted like really like sexy pictures and stuff. But funny enough, I get on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter as much as I am on Instagram, which is why I have more followers on Instagram. But I go on Twitter and I'm just like, you know, the RNC just happened. And I'm like, let me see if anyone's arguing on Twitter. And I saw that people were like, oh, she has an OnlyFans and she's available right now to talk. And I'm like, no, I don't. I haven't been on OnlyFans in 2 years. And so I called my assistant, Joe, and I'm like, Joe, why does my OnlyFans say that it's available now? That was supposed to be deleted a long time ago. I haven't given any content or anything like that. And he's like, I don't know. I call my business manager. And she's like, well, you know, we had this company that was doing all the DMs for you. And when you said you didn't want to do OnlyFans anymore, they were still doing the DMs and you were probably, I don't want to say how much I was making a month, but she
Oh, wow. So now we've gotten into the stage of you're not protecting your brand. Okay, go ahead. Explain this.
Do OnlyFans anymore. They were still doing the DMs and you were probably, I don't want to say how much I was making a month, but she was like, you were still kind of making good money every month and you weren't doing anything. And so I was like, you cannot do this to me. If I told you that I was done, it should have been deleted 2 years ago. I'm not an avid online OnlyFans person. I'm not going on OnlyFans to see.
You're a quote unquote businesswoman and you did not check in consistently on your brand from every angle. Okay.
See if my account is up there. And what's crazy is actually in my bio, and I have several links in my bio, but you have to click a certain link to go to the OnlyFans link. And I'm my own person, so I don't click my own bio, you know? And it made me very upset, but I also didn't fire her because I was like, I know she was just trying to, I have a lot of different streams of revenue that go into my accounts and stuff like that. And I know she was trying to reach out, but I'm like, don't ever do that to me again. When I say it's over, it's over.
So you hadn't posted any new content for over a year?
2 years almost, I feel like. Yeah, it's definitely been over a year for sure.
There were residuals coming in via the DM or whatever. And so they had the service and they were like, look, the money's coming in. Like, what's the point of deleting this bank account essentially?
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense because I was realizing, I was like, has anybody actually signed up to see if she's posting content or if she just has an old OnlyFans
no way.
account?
No, I have not did content for OnlyFans in such a long time. So I was just as shocked as everyone else on Twitter when it was like available now on OnlyFans. And I'm like, and they put a sale up. I mean, that's embarrassing.
You do really hear a lot of this in the industry. The more that I speak to people, and it's funny because I keep going back to Kanye, but you know, he said so much to me that I couldn't even comprehend a couple of years ago about what's going on in Hollywood. And I think that he senses the demonism and I think he really wanted out. Like, I think everyone was like, what's he doing? He's blowing up his life. I was like, no, I think he literally wants to blow up his life. He doesn't want a pathway back to Hollywood because he has seen it up close and he thinks that a lot of elements of it are demonic. And the more that you speak to people in the industry, like hearing you say that there's this pressure, like if you want a book, you gotta, this is what you have to do, here's what you have to do, it does make you wonder why I gotta be like this. You know what I mean? Like,
do you know how many times I've been offered a tell-all book about Kanye and my relationships or my ex-husband, and I refuse to do it, Candace. I will never, ever, ever sell out like that. And I've been offered a lot, you know, and I've taken punches because I choose to do other things instead of doing something like that. Because I feel like even if we didn't work out in a relationship.
Now, Donnie, you know why. It's the same way where she loves bringing up Thomas Sowell. She uses any opportunity to drop Thomas Sowell or Kanye West's name, she's going to take it. It just makes it easier because she's talking to Amber Rose. I'm sorry, Lowenchuk. I'm sorry, Amber Rose Lowenchuk. But go ahead.
It doesn't mean that I didn't love you while we were together. So I wouldn't do that. But that's how Hollywood is. It's like, oh, you're not with so-and-so anymore. You want to write a book? You know? And I was like, bro, I'll never go out like that. Hell no. No matter what, I won't do that. But that's how it is. That's how it is in Hollywood for sure.
Yeah, they're constantly, especially amongst women, it's all about sex. And I'm a person that I think that the contributions that the Kardashian family has made for women have been, I'm not placing it squarely on them, but I just vividly recall a shift in culture, you know, after the Kardashian show, where I think women, I don't know, just kind of saw sex on display all the time. It was like the #1 show for a very long time, and people began to aspire, like to glorify it in a way. And that might also just be the timing of the explosion also of social media. And they kind of like I would say Kim kind of became like the queen of Instagram in many ways. And people wanted to start embodying that and holding that up as like a form of like idolatry. Like, this is what we should be. Like, women should be sexy all the time. And at the same time, you had other movements that were taking place in different ways, like of this modern feminism that I hate so much.
Yeah.
Because I think that it operates, or it tries to sell itself as freedom, right? We're doing this because we're free. But in reality, women are enslaved by it, because it then becomes the only contribution that you have. Like, if you want to be heard, you need to take your clothes off. Like, if you want people to listen to you, you need to take your clothes off. And I'm like, that is bondage. That's not actually freedom.
Yeah. No, I agree. Which is crazy, because I think that people just thought I was just dumb, or just like a dumb stripper. And they didn't know that I was going to be as well-spoken as I was at the RNC. And, you know, you're right. It's just like that. And it's unfortunate. And it's something that a lot of women in the industry are still living with. So I hope that they, I don't know, maybe see our interview together and they just say, you know what, let me just be myself, whatever that is, instead of falling into Hollywood.
Interrupting this conversation to tell you guys about 7 Weeks Coffee. If you're wondering why the name is 7 Weeks, it's because it is America's pro-life coffee company.
Okay, move on.
Podcast. And I hear them and they're pretending they love what they do. And I'm like, you don't love what you do. You do not love. Like, I sat across from a woman who said that she can sleep with, 12 men in one night, and how much money she makes. And I looked at her and I just thought, I told her I was going to pray for her. Like, literally, I'm going to pray for you, because I know that what you are saying is not true, but you need to say it so that so you can keep doing it.
Well, yeah, she's saying it because the men that pay her want to hear that. She has to still stay within the fantasy. You know what I mean? And so, like, let's say if you have an OnlyFans and stuff, and you get on the whatever podcast, and you're like, actually, I'm a good girl. I've never done porn in my life. I'm really smart. And like, I just kind of just talk shit to these guys to make money, but I never do anything. The guys are gonna be like, I'm never paying this girl any money ever again. So you have to go on those podcasts essentially and say, yeah, I had sex with 12 guys. And like, maybe the guys are like cucks that give them money, and they like to hear things like that. And they're like, oh, you said what I wanted you to say on the whatever podcast. Now I'm going to send you $1,500. That's how those things work. I will tell you, doing Slut Walk and talking to a lot of women and sex workers, 99% of sex workers do not want to be sex workers. And that's porn, prostitution, stripping, OnlyFans, all of the above. They don't want to do it.
Nope.
And I'll leave the 1% for girls that want to argue with me online about how much they love porn or whatever. I've talked to thousands of girls throughout the years. Nobody wants to do that. But the problem is that, like we were saying upstairs, the feminism turned women masculine, men beta. And now what happened is that these girls have masculine energy, and the guys are still beta. And the guys also tell the girls, no one's ever going to marry you. You're damaged goods. There's no redemption.
So the red pill community now and the incel community represent men now. Okay. Hey, ladies, she said that y'all are masculine as hell. Okay. All right. I hope that includes you too, because you two are masculine females. You got no femininity. Candace Owens, your femininity was You so masculine that you let white women push you to the back during your baby shower photo. Amber Rose, you so masculine that you went back and forth with Matt Walsh of all people. Okay. This could have been a perfect opportunity for her to go in and destroy Fresh and Fit mediocre tutorial and reviews. The entire red pill incel community that the FBI is watching right now, she could have done that. She's still giving them grace. Ain't that a bitch? I know it seems strange that I just said that, family, but when you think about it after this live is over, you're going to realize that I might have a point. As much as they hate them, they need them. We're not going to generalize men here because most of us don't subscribe to that. We have feminine women at home, and some of the dudes have masculine women. They like that shit, but it ain't everybody.
Redemption, you know, you're never going to figure this out. You might as well just give up on life. And so that doesn't actually help the girls either. They're just like, well, I might as well just stay in it. No one's ever going to love me anyway. And so it's a vicious cycle. And that's why, you know, people getting married, like marriage rates are down and divorce is up. And we just can't get along with each other.
Right. I totally agree. Yeah. You and I have tons of disagreements. Like I said, you're in your early phase, but
Yeah.
I was there. I vividly recall sitting across from Dave Rubin, and I hadn't had it all figured out, and I just knew I disagreed with that one thing. And I now am probably considered far right, I guess. I mean, I was right as I could possibly be on a lot of the issues, because it was like peeling back an onion. I was like, this isn't true. And then I was like, oh wait, this isn't true. And this is how feminism plays into this and plays into this, and this is how this plays into this. And then finally I just was like, I am a Christian that's like Bible based, and because
Y'all gonna hate me for what I'm about to say, but whatever. That's how I feel. Without feminism, there is no far right movement. Son of a bitch. Breathe on that.
the Bible always had the answers I was looking for. But I want to talk about some things that we disagree with, because I want people to know that this is an act. Like, this is not an act. You've said what you believe, and you don't, like, it's not like you're checking boxes and just saying stuff that you would expect a Christian conservative Republican to say. We disagree on trans stuff, I think. Do we? I don't know.
I think we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you at on like the trans, I call it the trans agenda, the explosion of transgenderism, I guess we could say?
Yeah. So I grew up in the ballroom scene. I don't know if you know what that is in the gay trans world.
I have no idea what that is.
Okay. So it's like, it's mostly a lot of people at the time that their families didn't really necessarily accept them. And so they created families within that community. And they named those families different things. And they were called houses, right? And so I was in a house when I was younger. My best friend was like a gay boy. He was like 13 or whatever. And I was surrounded by actual trans people. Now, back in that day, which is the 90s, 2000s, let's say a trans girl would get an attitude with me. The other trans girls that were my friends would be like, bitch, you're a man. Don't do that to Amber. Like, you're a man, I'm a man. Me and you can fight, but you're not going to touch her. So those are the trans women that I'm used to being around, that I grew up with, right? And it was kind of shady to call like a trans girl a man, but they would do that. So here's the thing. Am I for a gender affirming care for children? Absolutely not. I think we share that same sentiment. Am I for a gender affirming care for consenting adults? Absolutely. Now, do I think that a lot of people on TikTok and Instagram are actual trans people? A lot of them are not. They're cosplaying and they want to be a part of a community. They want attention. Are trans people real? Yes, they're very much real. And I think that those other people give the trans community a bad name, because they really just, and I'm sure, Candace, that you've been in the bathroom with trans people probably plenty of times, just didn't even know, because they just went to use the bathroom and no one cared, and they washed their hands and they left. The problem is that there's literally grown biological men with mustaches and beards, with, you know, shaving in the women's locker room, not even remotely close to transitioning into a trans woman.
Conservatives allowed that. Ooh, we're gonna play games tonight. Conservatives allowed that. Conservatives, liberals, Republicans, Democrats, they allowed that because they need this something to bitch about. I'm sorry, I'm going to say that's the result of shitty parenting. Since y'all love to say that black folks who go outside and do all these crimes, they come from single mother households. The reason why you having the bearded transformers outside acting the way they do is because they came out of shitty homes. That goes back to shitty parenting. Reason why we have so many confused individuals out here is because they came out of shitty homes. I know the family in this live right now, some of them have children and their children are well adjusted because they didn't bring that shittiness inside. They left it on the front stoop. This is why I said in the past, and I'm going to say it again, the progeny of Candace Owens is about to become a problem. The Bush babies outside after this election are going to be a problem because of shitty parenting. Y'all want to tell us about how bad these schools are? That's great. We've seen many a child come out of a bad school system because their parents actually gave a damn and they became captains and leaders of industry. Shitty. But that's okay. That's okay. You should have nipped it in the bud years ago, but y'all let them ride.
And they make women feel uncomfortable in women's spaces. I'm not for that at all, you know. But I think like someone like Danielle, for an example, that's very far in her transition.
That's Megan Fox. Don't tell that lie.
And she has a full sex change, by the way. I think she understands that she is a biological male. But for me, I would call her she, her. I would just do that because she looks like a girl and she's so far into her transition with the breasts and the softness in the face that I wouldn't be just.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it again. Y'all let Cindy Star open the door for this. Just gonna throw that out there. She was the start of this. But it's convenient that you talked about the white girl, but you didn't start where the genesis was. It's convenient that you did that. I see what you did there.
Disrespectful, although I think she does understand that she is a biological male. So that's where I'm at. And I'm also for gay marriage. I think the more love that we have.
Iron Will. I would delete this comment if, please, out of respect, please don't write stuff like that in the chat. We're in an election season. We're in new black media. You know they're gonna write. You know they're gonna say they're gonna come after us. Please don't write stuff like that. Thank you.
Especially in America, because it's really the happier we would all be. So I think that, and a lot of white gay male couples adopt a lot of young black children that grow up in foster care because they always say like the black boys are last to be picked. I'm a mother of 2 black boys, and my father was also in foster care for most of his life, and I think that you know, it gives these kids an opportunity to go to a good school and have a good life, even if it is 2 dads.
Yeah.
You could have advocated for black people to adopt kids. You literally put over 2 white men adopting black boys. Okay.
So I think, and I disagree with a lot of that, almost all of it.
I'm sure.
Almost all of it, actually. And I think sometimes the mischaracterization is that conservatives don't view people who are trans as people. They're people. They're absolutely people. I just, in the same way that I would not, if someone who was schizophrenic told me they were Superman, I wouldn't play the role with them, you know, because they're not
I actually
children.
agree with you with that.
Yeah, you're not a child, you're an adult. So if I'm going to play fantasy, I'm going to play fantasy with my children who are toddlers, but I'm not going to do it with an adult, because I think that's part of the issue, is that it's now become so commonplace, and you're basically saying, I'm the same as you and you have to pretend I'm the same as you. And I'm
agree
like,
with you.
You literally just pulled that 30 minutes ago where you tried to say you were black. And we literally pull up the receipt where you said you weren't black. So should we play with you on this? Or should we just tell the truth because you're an adult? By the way, screenshot, we're going to make sure we keep this look that Candace has when she loses her YouTube channel, because she's out there still talking about how the French prime minister's wife was born a man. All right, ma'am, you play with Halty if you want. When they take your channel away, I don't want to hear it.
Actually, you're not the same as
No,
me.
they're not.
And I don't want you to suffer because I think you're already suffering. I actually believe, especially for a lot of these people, and I've sat across from multiple people that are suffering with transgenderism, and one person, especially if they're very young and they go through these procedures too young, had their entire life ruined. And he looked across from me, Brianna Ivy, and said, I just wish somebody had said to me, like, you're not this, instead of being having Hollywood glamorize this and put Caitlyn Jenner on the exact same thing you're talking about. They make it look it's going to be so amazing, you're going to be so happy. And in reality, you can get on this path and you can't go backwards once you get to a certain point.
Yeah.
And he had the bottom surgery and he was like, I don't know, I found
Well,
a doctor on
they
TikTok.
fast track these young kids. They fast track them. They cut their breasts off. They give them the gender assignment surgery. I actually,
I don't remember which one she has.
I think a son.
Maybe a
if I'm not
son.
mistaken.
Normal. And actually, she's admitting that there's a difference here.
Okay, I think they just talk about trans people. Let me see what else. Maybe they talk about something in the last 10 minutes.
Feminism, it becomes climatism, whatever it is. I think that this moment, because I've been feeling the Holy Spirit moving, Russell Brand being drawn, like this is a guy who was in Hollywood, who is now praying the rosary every day. And I spoke to him and he just said he just felt something moving and he realized, and he's so well positioned to speak about it because he came from Hollywood and he was an addict and they loved him when he was an addict. And then he cleaned up his life.
Funny.
Yeah. And then he cleaned up his life, got married, had kids, and started speaking about Jesus Christ. And they're like, get the heck out of here. We will ruin you.
Right.
And I just feel
And he's successful.
it for you. Like, I think that.
And he's Caucasian, so that's also why he's successful.
Everything you went through, God wanted you to go through that. He wanted you to believe that he wasn't there. Like, like he wanted you to question whether or not any of it's real. And now it's because you're going to be such a voice for all of the young women that are watching this, who are on OnlyFans, who are giving themselves, who are crying at night, who are drinking to be able to go through with prostituting their bodies. Like a lot of these OnlyFans girls who also moonlight and they prostitute and they feel that they can never be anything else. And I think you are set up to be something else so that they know that it's possible. I genuinely believe that.
Yeah, I want to figure out something for these girls. Some type of nonprofit, something to help something. I want to figure it out. I have to figure it out. Maybe I could work with something that's already available so I don't have to start anything by myself again, but it has to be done in a certain way. So we'll see.
Interrupting again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why do you keep interrupting?
And I was like, yeah, I'm a Christian, but it's different now. Like I'm like on fire for the Lord. I really am. And
you know what? I'll say this.
Lord, yeah, because you're blasphemous as hell. Boy, when y'all have to go see the Most High, man, they gonna have the dossiers like COINTELPRO. My God, I want you to explain to St. Peter and them. I want you to explain to the Most High and his devout followers why you were the way you were in the realm of man. I need y'all. I want to hear all of it. Hopefully heaven has YouTube. Well, it's heaven too, we'll call that. So we can play back. We just put your name in and we look through.
I wish I was. I'll say that. I wish that I was. I miss the feeling of the comfort I had from God. But I don't believe in God. I just don't. And I don't know if I can go back to that because on my journey to atheism, a lot of time was mostly just my mom just scaring the living out of me when it comes to God and demons. And being a kid and saying, we got generational demons on our back. This whole family, we got generational demons. And I'm like, dude, I don't want a demon on my back. I don't want a demon around me. Like, I don't.
Word for you, Jiro Hanma. All right. Anyway, I think we got enough. I think we got enough. I think we've got enough. So what we'll do, we'll let y'all sound off. Lord, that was a chore. Clap for me. I know that was a chore. Clap for me. We got to bring you the real. So I'm pinning the StreamYard link up top. We're good to go. We're gonna put a poll in there. Pause. We're gonna call it "Has your opinion of Amber Rose changed?" And I can only imagine what y'all gonna say in there. Lord have mercy. We'll put these. Candace Owens. Gotta give her credit though. She be getting these people on here. I gotta give her credit. Must be nice. All right. So, like I said, it's pinned up top. I still didn't get sold Trump, but you know that's usually how it works. That's usually how it works. Yes, sir.
How you doing tonight, sir?
Same old as same old is.
I listen to two stupid people talk. I don't know which one is stupider.
That's subjective.
Jesus Christ. Like, and they kept bringing up Kanye, Matt Walsh, and Cardi B. It's not that serious.
We know it's not serious, but you know, Kanye's the man right now.
Oh my gosh, she just mad because Kim took her man. That's all it is. Two stupid hoes. How about that, Mr.
No.
I'm sorry.
No. And no, I'm not calling them the B word. No.
I'm sorry. What about women?
Just for argument's sake, I'm not calling them the B word. We're not doing that here. You just said two stupid people. That's the first thing that popped in my head.
I don't remember that damn show, to be honest with you.
Oh, it's called that was one of the Cartoon Network great shows. Come on now.
But it was in the 90s?
Of course.
It must have been early 90s because I'm 92, so I don't.
This was about 93. That's when
That
they
probably-
used to do the shows where they would play like 5-second clip. Well, no, like 2-minute stories of cartoons to gauge interest, and then whichever ones people liked, they made series. So that was one of them, and then they added Secret Squirrel.
Okay, that's what it was because I don't remember that. I remember the Rugrats and all that other stuff, and Johnny Bravo and Eddie and all that. Oh my goodness gracious! This is oh my god. So now Kansas want to be black. Amber Rose raising 2 black sons, huh?
Well, we told you once they start getting canceled or people don't care about no more, then they black again, and then that reinforces the grift.
I was sitting there like, Kansas, you don't see right through her. How the hell you let Matt Walsh see through your grift?
Matt Walsh didn't see through the grift. Matt Walsh played anti-black. It was a perfect storm.
There's a quite noticeable shift in
The
Southeast
hell?
Asia.
How the hell you just start?
In June, Thailand announced that it had
Shut up,
a formal request to join
bruh. This thing won't shut up. Shut up. I don't even know how this started. Shut up.
The hell you know that watching?
No, some William Morant's talking about how Malaysia's joining BRICS.
Oh damn.
Shut up. No, ain't no Nick Fuentes around here. Oh boy.
These folks, man. Jesus Christ.
It's gonna get worse, brother. What did I tell y'all months ago? July
we're
was
in
gonna
a
be the eye
storm.
of the storm. I told y'all that. End of August, we'll be past it, and then we just gotta clean up, and then November 5th will be here, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a carnival that day. It's gonna be hilarious.
The crash out is gonna be real.
Beautiful. We're gonna get it all.
It don't make no sense. What time is it? Oh, almost 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, boy. It's only 10:26. Boy,
I
go
know,
to
that's
sleep.
why I'm waiting. You weren't in the stream. I said my birthday is tomorrow, so.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, sir.
Hey, everybody give Wallow J a happy birthday.
I'll be 32.
Oh, look at you young.
I ain't young nowhere.
You young. 32, that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, we'll sing a birthday song for you. Who would like to participate in the birthday song?
Oh, God.
Here we go. Birthday song for Wallow J, family.
What Motherfucker.
He's moving up on age. 32. Get it, white girl.
Baby, help me.
Now we're rolling big leaves, getting our children there. As long as we leave it to me, baby, there ain't no wrong with that. We're moving on up, shooting inside, to our dear looks up like in the sky. Moving on up, shooting inside. We finally got a piece of the pie.
Get some. Torian, thank you for that piece of that beautiful piece. Here you go.
She came up, didn't she?
Wait a minute. Hang on. All right.
Oh, dear God. All right.
Here we go. Yes,
happy birthday, Wallow.
Happy
birthday, Wallow.
Thank you, Miss Nixie. Now get him.
KG, you's a goat smelling ass. You know that?
Why I got to be ghost smelling? All I said
Because I
was happy
said so.
birthday.
I said so. Goat smelling ass. That's your name.
You know what's funny? I almost bought goat meat today.
Oh, man.
But my wife said she don't want no goat meat, so we ain't gonna have no curry goat.
She don't like goat.
You knew what was gonna happen when you played that.
She's trying to stay away from red meat for a little bit. We all thought Miss Nisi was asleep. She probably wasn't, that she heard it.
I was nodding off. I'm gonna tell the truth. I was.
She was nodding off in front of the TV, and then she heard it. She was like, "KG." She yelled at me like William Shatner yelled at Khan. And she had to come in there and tell me about my ghost smelling self. Ain't that
Miss Nisi?
Yes.
Hey, did this interview sell you on Amber?
That's why she nodded off.
I'm telling you, I don't care. I don't care for either one of them. I just don't care.
Hey, guess what? Miss Nisi, good evening, beloved.
What up, ghost smeller?
All right, that's great. That's wonderful. Check this out. We got something to say to you. You know.
Uh-oh.
Tethers win.
You ain't happy unless you are in my cornflakes.
I prefer Frosted Flakes in basic form.
You know what? No, you shut your mouth. Don't correct me. Who you think you is? Get back on the screen, KG.
Yes, ma'am. You told me to be quiet.
Unmute your mic.
It is unmuted.
Now, I hope you enjoyed your vacation.
It was quite pleasant.
And I'm glad for you. Traveling mercies up and back. I'm thankful and grateful. But damn it, if you play that fucking song again, I swear.
Well, I already told you. Well, listen, I already lied and said I would never go to West Virginia, and I did.
Well, you was in the white part. You wasn't where I was.
Well, I was 164 miles away from Charleston.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Yeah, we good. Listen, I saw the outskirts of Morgantown.
Oh shit, you was in White Town.
Yeah, I don't know where I was. It's like,
sundown.
It was like I was in Virginia. I said, "Cool." I drove like 20 miles, and then said, "Welcome to West Virginia." I was like, "Huh?" And I went another 20 miles, and then went back to Virginia. I was like, "What?"
Bluefield. You was near Bluefield.
It might have been that.
So there is a Bluefield, Virginia, and there's a Bluefield, West Virginia.
Okay, that might have been all right. Yeah.
Moment I seen West Virginia, I'm like, nope.
Turn right back around.
Bro,
Yep.
and y'all got hills and shit. Y'all got mountains. I was like, what
Have
is
eyes. The
I ain't
hills
gonna
have
lie,
eyes.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well, they got hollers too. So if you ain't from there, you will disappear.
They had some big houses for about 200,000. I was like, what?
Yeah, it should be surrounded this night you move in.
Oh, they be outside with the torches.
You be burning crosses, and then
But
you
anyway,
next.
how did you feel about this, Miss Nisi?
Say again.
How did you feel about this?
About what?
This crash course interview.
It was shit. Period.
Exactly. Kid, you never showed us the migrants in New York, neither.
I know.
We showing us black jackrabbits and shit.
Do you know how bad that traffic was?
It's New
I
York.
want to put myself through that mental anguish.
You had to take the subway to Manhattan. Oh dear.
No, not even that. Well, no, not even that. I was gonna drive over there, but traffic, everything is 25 miles an hour now, and people don't know how to drive.
And you know that's why I bike over there a lot, because I can't do the traffic. I can't.
Well, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I tell you, November 5th cannot get here fast enough.
I wanted to be done myself.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
this
you know how
is much more time.
she wanted to play victim, like, oh, I'm just doing all this for money. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, Amber.
Okay, I'm gonna say one last thing, and then I'm going to bed, gentlemen.
Yes, ma'am.
Once a hoe, always a hoe. There it is.
Oh, show.
Now, which one is which?
Take your pick.
There you go. Miss Nixie knows ball.
All right. Good night, gentlemen.
Good night, Miss Mason.
Good night.
You moving on upstairs to the bedroom?
Come back. Go ahead now.
I don't care if she does.
Yeah, that was in the chamber. Yeah, that in the chamber, didn't you?
Hey, that's how us Jamaicans do it. We shoot it after.
My co-worker's from Antigua, and she said, I could tell you one day, she's like, Jamaicans don't take anything serious. And all I can think about is what you said when you said that during the whole hurricane thing with the daggering.
What would you look?
She came back with
Hey, G, you ain't happy until I cuss your fucking ass out.
It does make my week. It does make my week. It does make my week. I will admit that. If I ain't get
You know what? I might just do a surprise drive-by in the GA. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Torian, if that's the same one I saw.
You ain't right.
Hey, Miss Nixie, while you're here, would you like a happy story?
Speak, KG.
All right, she's so mad. Anyway, your boy Amrud Foodle and the white supremacists he be hanging around, they got finessed by Quavo one time. Oh yeah, Torian just sent me this beautiful piece of tape. Y'all got to see this.
Yeah, we
So it
got.
says
Okay,
Quavo
cue it
allegedly.
up. Cue it up.
It says Quavo allegedly took a $300,000 deposit from Vitaly, but didn't show up for the stream. So Quavo is not coming. He took our deposit. Of course, black people think.
Oh shit.
So this is allegedly, or this is just straight up facts?
Black people think. Oh, okay.
How
Great,
many white?
Vitaly.
Oh,
Great.
Gonzo, the weirdo looking ass motherfucker, Amber. You know what? Let me shut up.
Take that money. Go ahead, Quavo. Do your
KG,
thing.
I ain't mad at him.
KG, Miriam Mar wants to come up.
She got to click the link. It's
It's
up.
at the top. It's pinned at the top.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, we gotta watch this. Look at this.
So Quavo is not coming. I can. He's done. He's not coming. He took our deposit, right? Yep, of course. Black people thing, but.
All his team took the damn thing. He probably had nothing to do with it.
Hey, take that money. It's $300,000. Why not?
Yeah.
Motherfucker got finesse like like Danny Myers when he gave Rex that $12,000.
So you know what? I'm glad he took your money.
That's right.
But here's the funny thing: Vitaly won't go. You know Quavo where he at. Go get your money back.
They ain't
Show
gonna
me
go to
how
Atlanta.
gangster you are, sir.
And the Daily Live is run by white
Since
folks.
you like to travel, go get your money.
Now, who's the white dude?
Vitaly. He. Jesus. How do I explain Vitaly? He be doing these viral videos. He be going on the street confronting people and doing like pranks and stuff. But yeah, he a racist too.
Oh, which one was it before that was trying to throw the N-word around and start? Oh, Burka, whatever his name is.
Oh, Zerka, yeah.
Zerka.
Oh, yeah, and he got knocked out.
Exactly.
Hey, sir, come down over to ATL and come get your money. I want to see that. Yes, ma'am.
I want y'all the Superman punch like Sneeko got.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, good family.
Hello.
I just was checking in. Been working a lot, but I catch it here and there, everybody here and there, and boy, I was like, yeah, I'm chiming in tonight.
Good evening, Goddess. How are you?
Good evening, beautiful. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Always glad to see you come up.
Yes, ma'am. I couldn't see the link pinned at the top because the survey was still, well, the little whatchamacallit poll was still there, so I had to make it just.
Damn, y'all violated that poll. Jesus, pause.
I didn't even bother.
That's fine.
I voted no.
All right.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
Screaming at the wall.
Give
That's what she
that
was doing.
$300K.
Saying damn to myself.
Looking like a bald head bleached killed chicken.
Well, damn.
And then Candace Coon was looking like the lizard people as she usually do. I mean, you have two non-factor issues up there speaking about issues that they really shouldn't even open their mouths about. So
that interview, I can sum it up in my opinion. It's just my opinion. Two holes in a bucket, fuck it.
You know that's the song. Two in the bucket, but yeah.
That was just a waste of time.
Yeah,
God bless you, KG, on that one, cause
Wait till later in the week when I do the Don Lemon one.
No.
My old lady fell in the kitchen.
What?
You all right? All right. You're not on the floor, are you? Okay. Where are you on the floor?
Thank goodness.
Okay. See,
Man, completely other state, man. I had to bring the stair chair to get out the house.
I don't know what he just said.
I said I would have to get the stair chair there. Hopefully she ain't hurt her ankle.
Oh no, she just dropped some pot.
Oh, okay, good.
She's all right.
You wouldn't believe how many people I have to steer a chair out of their house because they done slept in the kitchen or so, and their ankles the other direction. Is ridiculous. And they always on the fourth floor with no elevator.
Oh boy.
I'm a Paul my black movie, my Black Americana classic movie, Cornbread Earl and Me.
Oh, that's a classic.
And I was just watching a piece of the action in Uptown on Saturday night, baby. I was getting it in today.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen Bingo Long, Traveling All Stars, and Motor Kings?
Yes, ma'am. You better say it.
And Grease Lightning.
Yes.
Classic black films.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, this was a chore. It was.
But you got through it, man. You got through it.
Ain't the Don Lemon ones when she asked about because she said that word.
Yeah, she wanted to say the F word. Well, I don't know why you want to say it.
She want to go. Let her say it. I don't care. She can get canceled all we want to. We can be right up here laughing at her.
It's just her dog whistling again.
For her to
About
get
her throwing out a
canceled,
line.
she got to go outside. She don't go outside.
I tell you what, since Candace wants to be a white woman so bad, she make Edith Bunker from All in the Family a genius.
Now that's some half wit shit. She up there with the best. Woo, I curl up on that little niece. I swear, that's what she wish.
I just thought about something, kid.
What did you think about?
Okay, so you give somebody $300 just to come to the show. Why don't you just give them half before they show up and then give them the other half after they showed up?
No, because they're not smart.
That's what I'm saying. Like you just gave him $300 straight out the box to show up somewhere. He didn't have to show up.
Right.
Dummy.
Well, did you accuse them of ever being smart? This is Vitaly we're talking about. Vitaly's not a very intelligent individual.
Because any artist would have done that to him. It don't matter if they were black. But anyway, I just thought about
This is him trying to rebrand himself after he got arrested in Miami.
What he do again?
He attacked somebody who was jogging. He attacked a woman.
Oh, like how as a prank.
Yeah, but he streamed it when he did it.
Wow.
Now you're here, dumbass.
Yeah.
You better be glad that one won't strap. It was Miami too. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
You be dead. It's like it was one TikTok dude that got killed trying to do a prank. He got killed.
Mm-hmm.
Was that in Tennessee?
No, that was in Miami.
No, I'm talking about it was another prank.
Look, this here.
Damn.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was Miami.
No, I'm talking about when. Like this was this year.
That was 2022 or 2023.
Oh, I'm about to say.
No, this is 2020. 2020.
Oh, it was 4 years ago.
Yeah, this is what he did to her.
Oh my god.
Hey KG, what about the one that was on the top of the truck and it went went under the path and he got knocked? Who was that? The one that was doing the TikTok video on top of a moving truck on the highway and it went under a bridge and he got mollywopped to death. I forgot. I kid you not, it's real.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm trying to. Oh, this dude, the Texas dude.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
He's a dumbass.
Yep, right there. There it is.
Yeah, he a dumbass.
I'm sorry.
What was his name?
I don't know.
Oh, that's him right there.
Yeah, because he's a dumbass.
No, he wasn't black, so I don't care.
Yeah, he's a dumbass. He was a dumbass. Just like I went to New York and I heard 3 stories of people subway surfing. You're a dumbass.
What?
Subway surfing? What is that?
You jump
Idiot.
on the top of the train. You ride the top of the train.
That's dumb as hell.
But these idiots do it, not realizing that the way they design the stations and the track, you can clip yourself.
Oh, so they're trying to do a speed remake.
Yes, and they
Yeah.
got you can get decapitated. You know the whole nine.
Fall
Yeah,
off.
it's all type
You
of
can fall
things
off.
up there over the like up in the rafters and
Mm-hmm.
just idiots.
Yep.
Not to mention the mouth of the tunnels in which it's traveling.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be surprised how people get themselves done up. You know, we got the light rail system here in Jersey City that's on top of the ground, not underground, and
Mm-hmm.
people still manage to. One person lost his body. He lost his life, and with his head gone. I don't know how. Don't know how,
He
but
got
down
clipped
on
by one of the
Pacific
probably got clipped by one of the power wires.
Pacific Avenue. He wasn't even surfing. No, he got ran over. They own that. They over the ground. They overground trains, and he got ran over, and his head was somewhere like a couple feet away. I've seen, you know, I work EMS. I've done seen some things. So, yeah, people will find a way
I'm so
to get.
sick of this vulture. This mush mouth, peanut butter, thick roof talking,
Who
sandbag
pissed you
of a
off?
coon ass. What's his name? The one drugsters. We gonna
Oh,
get our people drugsters chasing the bag. I don't even want to say his name.
who the hell is that?
I'm about to say, who is that?
Just say the name. It's okay.
The whole our favorite money for money hire um attorney, if you
Oh,
could call
Ben
him that.
Crump,
Ben Crump?
Crump,
Who?
Benny
You mean?
Crump.
Yes.
Oh,
Crumpler.
Oh,
You know the family announced today, well, 3 days ago actually, about her autopsy results, and this man is just have no shame. I'm just so sick of him.
no. I mean, we gotta get the right lawyers to these people.
Indeed, because
But you
these
know
are
what?
nothing but charlatans, um, uh, camera horror, clout chasing, and bag chasing. Sell them out and for a little of nothing. And we want justice. We want things tried. We want convictions, as
Exactly.
well as paying them for their pain and suffering, but not getting some form of a bag and making these people
Look bad.
compromise their morals and their standards on what they feel is right for their loved ones with a damn apology, and then this kumbaya bullshit that he likes to do. I'm so sick of it.
Do y'all see that on the screen?
notice there's no white dudes for Trump. That's because we're not racist. Welcome to the black community.
Oh my God, I hate Gunther
What?
Eagleman. Gunther Eagleman is the worst. I fucking hate this. I swear. Yo, he. Oh, oh, and speaking of Crump, somebody asked him, "Where's the update for Dexter Wade?" Huh?
Ain't no update. He got the
Featherston,
money.
Featherston still don't know why her son was ran down, and he had his wallet in his pocket, but yet he was in the grave, in a shallow grave, being picked by buzzards when they knew who he was. That's probably because they did that on purpose, and they was covering it up, or accident or purpose. Either way, they cover. It's a cover up.
Oh, we all know it was a cover up.
Mm-hmm. They don't care about Dexter Wayne. They never did.
But back to this asshole here.
I
Where's
never
his
heard of his
Oakley's at?
dude.
Where's his Oakley's at? That's all he need to complete the look.
We aren't racist. Okay, dude.
Okay. What an oxymoron.
When will PCWS realize when they say I'm not racist, it's the opposite. You are.
They're not self-aware,
They're
Mrs.
not. They're not that smart, Miss
They
Nikki.
they very self-aware. They just try to do
Plausible
that reverse
deniability, BS.
Word salad.
psychology, reverse psychology, word
I call
salad.
it rabbit
I'm
season,
white and
duck
I say
season.
so.
I saw a white man online. He said that he voted for Trump twice. Now he gonna vote for Kamami. I said, all right.
Who cares?
Is that what I said?
Do
Okay.
whatever you want. I don't
Yeah.
care.
And why should I care?
All I could think about is that Gen X video that went viral with wow, black Gen X is angry. Oh, I could tell you that
Oh
I
yeah,
could
your
tell you.
favorite rapper came outside too, talking about we ain't black if we don't vote for Trump.
Who said that?
Lil Pump.
And why should I care? Yeah!
He's not even black, so it don't even
Nigga, I
matter.
don't care.
I know you don't care. I'm just letting y'all know what he
I
said.
don't give a damn. What is a little pump? That sound like never
You
mind.
remember?
And why should I care? Yeah!
He the Gucci Gang
Diddy
rapper. That
for
little
I thought
cold to smell.
I
Sir,
thought you was gonna say
sir,
Diddy for a
how am I
minute.
supposed to take you serious when your name is Little Pump?
He
You know what that means, don't you?
I know what
You
that
know.
means.
The ladies probably asking. They know.
If a dude came up to you and said, "My name is Little Pump," you taking him home?
Hell no, we're gonna hit him in his mouth. Hit him
Okay.
in the throat.
Like a dog on your leg.
Go to the violence. Jesus.
There's
You say
actually
a
a
little
rapper by
dog.
the name of Little Punk.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Little Pump. Pump.
He had
He
one
tried
song.
he
One
tried to
song he made
troll
money off of. That was it.
he tried to troll J. Cole. And then he ended up calling J. Cole, and J. Cole had to they sat down and had a conversation.
He told him in 5 years he'd
By
be
the
on
way,
Love and Hip Hop, which never happened.
here's yours, Little Pump. Y'all tell me.
He's Mexican, something like that. I know he's Latino.
He ain't even black.
That's who that person is.
That's Little Pump.
Pause. But yeah.
That's
Are you saying
He
Punk,
looked like a little pump.
P-U-N-K, or
Yeah,
P-U-M-P?
He looked like a
P-U-M-P.
little pump, all right.
Little Pump.
Clowning.
Ryan Garcia cousin, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know they
Part.
are cousin. I'm just saying in general.
They all cousins that have cousins. That's what it is.
Fuck your shit. Well, there you go. November 5th can't come long. It can't come fast enough.
I heard that. Pause.
I think I'm taking off election day. I am. I'm staying home.
Man, I'm gonna have
You
on
don't want to get paid your 4 hours?
Say again?
and a
You
lawn
want to get
chair,
paid your 4 hours?
drinking some ice.
My plan is not even to be here.
I'm gonna be drinking me some sweet tea, lawn chair, pom-poms, and voting couch.
All right. Maybe I'll make macaroni and cheese that day so y'all can laugh at me again.
Nah, you got it this time. But nah, all jokes aside, you got it, bro. Like you got it. You a
You can
chef.
make that Jamaican mac and cheese sauce.
Listen, just because our mac and cheese is like door stops, it's okay.
I actually went to this Jamaican influenced restaurant called Harry's Daughter here in Jersey City, and they had they served mac and cheese with jerk chicken, and both
You
entrees was
said
slammed.
influenced.
What's that?
You said influenced.
Yeah, because the owner, the guy who runs the place and made the menu, is Jamaican.
But what is it actually?
It basically, a lot of the foods are like are foods like they more like in a prim and proper way and portion wise. They not like going to a traditional Jamaican restaurant that you would go to like, but it's more like it's a bar that happens to serve food like that.
So he gives you 2 teaspoons of rice and peas.
No, he gives you good helping. Like the helpings are
Now,
good.
does he make it with the kidney beans or the gunga peas? There's a difference.
Yeah,
That I have to look more into that. But
How the hell
I
you
know
gonna
what I got. Like the mac and cheese with the
This
jerk
nigga
chicken.
made, so you telling me this nigga bypassed the Rasta pasta and gave you jerk chicken with macaroni and cheese?
No, that's on the menu. It's on the menu.
He did he have the Rasta pasta?
Yeah, it's there. My Uncle Jeff had it.
Okay. Why you yelling
Okay,
at me?
what is Rasta pasta?
It's basically pasta with vegetables and a kind of spicy Alfredo sauce.
Okay.
Yeah, my uncle don't
It was
like
for the
spice.
Rasta. They don't
I
eat
can
meat.
remember him.
That's
He was like, "Yo, Kareem, you want to finish this? Because he don't like spice." So I do remember it happening. Oh man.
But yeah, but there you go. There's y'all's Candace Owens and
Her puppy.
Amber Low, whatever the fuck.
Wait,
Amber
what's
L.
her name?
Oh, she has a daddy's last name. Lowen Chenvo or something. Let me look. I
We
had
don't
it
care.
earlier. It was Levanchuk. Yeah.
Is that Polish?
No, she said her daddy Italian.
Oh.
That's a real Italian name, but you know. So it is what it is.
She should have had to take off that damn cap.
Girl, like, why she cover her eyes for?
Because she had the tattoo on her head and
On her
she
forehead,
didn't.
yeah.
Somebody said it's Trini. See, when you said Jamaican influence, I knew that one of Jamaican restaurants. So it's Trini.
Oh, okay.
Say less. So I know that jerk chicken had a hint of curry in it, but it's okay.
What? I don't like. I don't do curry. I'm sorry.
Listen, that's okay.
Too many of my patients' houses I go up in there smell like curry. If you know what I mean. And I'm like,
Now,
dude.
which curry though? Is it the Caribbean curry or is it the Indian curry? There's a difference.
Indian curry.
Yeah,
Difference.
it's different.
I'm wondering what the
So it's a Caribbean restaurant.
And just like jerk is different.
They just have jerk chicken on there because it's jerk chicken. Okay.
I was surprised that the mac and cheese was actually good.
It's called macaroni pie, boy.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
You
what
know
they
what?
call it.
Let me tell you. I know. I believe you. I believe you. Let me tell you. At work in the hospital, a Nigerian nurse was trying to tell me how to make mac and cheese. I was like, if you don't get the out of here.
What? Don't do that, bro. Don't you? No,
What?
no, Burke. They're not named Kinder. That's the Guyanese. That's the Guyanese. And I cooked the Kinder a couple of years ago. But anyway, back to this Amber Rose piece, bro. Oh, she's gonna disappear after this election. We already know it. The clapback that MAGA was fixing to do when Trump loses. Well, I should say if he loses, everybody getting it.
Her, Kansas, all the black conservatives.
Bro, they already getting it though. That's what I'm talking about. They're staying away from that shit. They over there doing reaction posts now. All right, I see you. Come here. Where is it?
Where's what? Oh.
Where is y'all's content on this politics piece? Where is it?
Politics
didn't stop at the RNC, and it didn't stop before the DNC. Get outside. Since you want to talk about politics, get outside.
I just noticed why her jeans are so damn hard.
Wow, whose jeans?
Oh, fucking Candace.
Oh, breaking news.
Because she ain't
Joe
lose the
Biden.
baby. She's trying to front.
Breaking news: Joe Biden went and paid his respects to Sheila Jackson Lee.
I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he did.
And guess what?
Talking about he walked down Air Force One. Now he stumbled down. But
and guess what?
Did he fall?
You said Biden paid respects to the jerk chicken jackass.
Jesus.
Great.
And why should I care?
I told you I was going to give her family respect for a little while.
May
She
rest in
went
peace.
in. No, I'm not even going that far. Let her rest in that Houston water one time.
Yeah, let her rest in peace from a black American.
No, screw her. She screwed her district over.
Yes, she did.
Her district had a water problem. She was over there in Palestine helping them out, and all she could do was retweet DWP. She can go to hell.
Rest in peace.
Jesus
That's
Christ.
too good for her. I'm ashamed that she's from Queens.
Nah, it's got to be more than just piss. It's got to be septic piss.
May she cosplay no more. Tell her on.
I'm sorry, sepsis.
Goodbye.
She outside trying to do. Y'all remember that video she did
when she was in the club?
No, when she was outside with them other ones for Juneteenth. She went down to Galveston and they were out there dancing.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that ain't your culture.
What is she?
Don't care.
Jamaican.
Oh, she's Jamaican. I didn't know that. Oh.
Yeah, she a Jamaican. Why you think I keep calling her jerk chicken jackass?
Right. You give her that ever-loving right at work.
I know y'all. I know y'all was talking about this. This pissed me off.
That's why she never did
Yeah.
nothing for real for Black Americans, foundational Black Americans, because she had hidden agendas and her loyalties lied elsewhere. For 30 years, she was a royal F over.
Run
Oh,
to
they
you
buried her in
niggas.
Galveston.
Run to you niggas.
If they did that, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Out there dancing for Juneteenth. What you dancing for? Well, anyway, I'm about to go to bed. Look at this. Who cares? Look, they try. Oh, look, look. This was her in 1972. All right, whatever. Who cares? She out there looking like Sizzler. I could care less.
Sizzler Kalanji.
So that's not even her real name, then.
No, Sheila Jackson Lee. No, Sheila Jackson. No, this is Sheila Jackson.
The hell?
That's clear.
But Black American culture ain't they ain't do this, right?
All I gotta say is rest in garbage, you coon.
That part. May your septic tank be polluted to the 10th power.
She cast the body into Lake Lanier.
Nah, we save that for white folk. No, we save that for white folk.
The
Don't do
master,
that.
Right.
I'm about to say the answer.
Don't do that.
Throw her ass right back out that damn ocean. Now, who this? Nope. Throw her right back out.
I can't with
What have you got against black drivers?
By the way, I told y'all they were gonna flag my video yesterday.
Which one?
The live I did yesterday.
Why was it flagged?
Because I played that clip of the Olympics.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
Oh, you
They're
talking
trying
about
to hide it. They're trying to hide it everywhere, dude. They are trying to hide it everywhere.
talking about the Simone Biles thing?
No, the opening
was that one?
ceremony thing.
The opening
No, I
ceremony.
didn't ceremony.
Yeah, that demonic crap.
No, it wasn't the ceremony.
It
Oh,
wasn't
it wasn't the
ceremony.
ceremony. Oh,
no, it was. I was playing. We played some of the clips from
Breakless
the first
Dance?
day.
Oh,
No,
You talking about the black guy?
Oh, I'm glad you reminded me of that.
What's that?
Y'all got to see this. You got to see this commercial that they
yeah,
did.
man. It's
The Olympics.
disrespectful to the 10th power.
Let me see. Oh no, I saw a few
Now,
more.
one Black American, foundational Black American to be seen. All I
You're
saw
talking
was
about the
soy
breaking
sauce
event?
tacos.
Of course.
oh no.
Here it is.
Disrespectful. You should write in and protest.
Breaking and reinvented how we move.
They need massive feedback against that bullshit.
This is an Irish
about.
So KG.
Yeah.
So KG, I just left the 50 zone this week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been around for all of this. It's inception and evolution. And I spent time with Kanye, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
But how in the hell on the world stage are the originators
not representing? Mm-hmm.
We were showing you how we could wait. We were showing you how we could do that in gymnastics, you dumbasses.
Mm-hmm.
But we can't We
Because they already was just
we don't know how to do what we created.
no, because
That's some bullshit. Why didn't you just really fucking insult us and do?
Well, they wouldn't let y'all have double dutch as an Olympic sport. Motherfuckers been fighting for that.
Exactly. This is Cracker Games.
Oh, I like that. I like that, dog. The Cracker Games. I like that.
Now,
Not the Hunger
Cracker
Games.
You know
Games.
America ain't gonna win, right?
Say what?
You know America
COP
ain't gonna win.
ripoff.
You say United States?
They ain't gonna
Cracker
win.
Games.
Oh, of course they're not gonna win.
They're not gonna win
You
breakdance.
think the Asians gonna do it?
One of them Asian countries gonna do it.
Yeah,
Either that or
only the
Exactly.
one of them
Asians.
Eastern
That's why
European
Unless
I'm
countries.
not
the
watching it because I knew.
Well, here's the good thing about it. It's near the end of the Olympics. So
The
I'm
Japanese
surprised they ain't let them
and the
twins from
Koreans
France
will
from
be getting the
Melanated
silver
Women.
and the gold, okay? The Japanese and the
These and
Koreans,
Koreans.
and that
Exactly, Don.
motherfucker's gonna show up with locks.
Oh, yeah. And if one of them had an afro, oh,
That
my God.
motherfucker's gonna show up with locks and afros and Bantu knots.
If I see one spray
I'll be
tan,
goddamn.
I'll be pissed.
And grills.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
word.
I'm so tired of these motherfuckers. I cannot wait to move the fuck out of here.
I hear you.
I'm fucking for real. I'm so sick of this shit. And these motherfucking people. I'm so, man, don't get me, motherfucker.
What I don't like is that they play in our face as if they not doing anything. That bothers me the most. Like, come on now.
Yo, motherfucking, why don't you just send Caitlin Clark over there? 3 of them to do the motherfucking breakdance shit.
No, that bitch need all the practice. She need to get her game up.
Nah, leave her alone. She's not a
Oh,
fighter.
I'm sorry. Some symbiotic
Oh yeah, the
ones that move in the in the whole culture in which they're trying to steal. Well, no shit, they didn't stole it.
like this?
Shit, it's gone.
You mean like this?
Oh, funny looking. Body lights having.
So let me ask you a question.
Bad chalk boy smelling ass.
Let me ask you a question.
Racist ass.
Why is it not okay for me to hate motherfuckers that hate me?
Exactly.
Because they have told y'all are the moral authority. Y'all are supposed to
Yes.
allow
Fuck them.
So they use
hang on. Y'all supposed to let everybody hate on you and you accept it, but you supposed to be quiet about it. You're supposed to just take it.
That's what the slaves did.
Yep.
That's
And
exactly what the
view
slaves
y'all.
did.
But that's how they view y'all.
It's
still
that
view
Michelle
y'all
Obama BS. Huh? Remember what Michelle Obama said? We go higher. No. We bench press with
What did Mike
Satan in
say?
hell.
What did Mike say?
Family.
What did Mike
Even
say?
though we have that title, we
Family.
underoperate regularly.
Easy.
Family.
Yes, ma'am.
Let me say this.
Yes, ma'am.
We know who we are as a people.
Yes, ma'am.
But what TC and WS don't realize, them yearning for the good old days, if they truly tried it, that's when they gonna get their wake up call.
Amen.
Oh, it's coming. It's
But they do.
as you watch the now you watch politics, KG. I watch geopolitics. So my part of my college career was in politics and government administration. So that's part of my forte. So I watch what's going on all the way around, and I'm watching the setup for the fall down.
Oh yeah, and the fall gonna be mighty.
Oh my goodness!
it's
Watch
gonna-
Babylon fall. Watch Babylon fall.
Babylon's falling.
And that's biblical. That is biblical.
Falling down.
Watch all them
Come
migrants
on
go
now.
right back to Mexico, wherever they came from.
Babylon's falling.
Mm-hmm.
Falling down.
Good evening,
I'm finna go
Carla.
home. I'm finna go home, y'all. I'm finna go to Burkina Faso. I'm finna go home.
You gotta do what you gotta do, brother.
Babylon's break the chains till them
Oh, yeah,
begins them break.
Oh yeah, shout
I
out to the
wanna
women's team. They
know.
dominated
Baby,
today
don't make me
too.
sing some Junior Reed up in here. But
And
anyway,
them white boys
Wait,
tried.
what?
Them white boys tried it.
Junior Reed,
What? Tell me with the
my
women's
love,
team.
release
Yeah,
the
they
chains.
tried it.
Oh, you see that picture with the Japanese boy said y'all need Kaden Clark to beat us,
Mm-hmm.
and they stomped the hell out of them damn girls.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yes.
They's beating up on girls?
No,
No,
they
no,
were
no.
saying they were saying before the game that y'all need Caitlin Clark to beat Japan, and then they beat them by by 26.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call a blowout.
Mhm.
Pops was just
Dominated
dunking
them on
on
the
them.
glass too.
And
That
Pops was
picture
dunking
is
on them.
frightening me. Amber
What
Rose
picture?
don't even look like a human being anymore. Don't she look like one
Oh,
of them burnt Barbie
I think that's
dolls?
better.
No, but like when
is
What
that
is,
better?
somebody little brother
who is that?
burn the hair off the
Asia
Asia
Barbie
Wilson.
Wilson.
doll.
I climb
Burn
all
the hair
that.
off the Barbie doll. So unnatural looking.
Mm.
Yeah, they talking about they need Caitlin Clark. Boy, if you don't go sit down.
Please.
They don't need
Look,
another manly looking person on that team.
Okay.
she's
Bro,
currently
did you
filming
hold
Law
on?
and Order.
Yo, did you see that hit that what's her name took? Here's the picture. You need Caitlin Clark to beat us. And look at this black man.
Who is this?
This was in the crowd.
No, but who is this woman?
Asia Wilson? You talking about her?
Yeah,
Just
who's that?
Asian.
This
Just
is somebody in
Asian.
the crowd.
Right, just Asian.
Oh, just
Just
another
a
woman.
person.
Yes,
Just
yes,
okay,
sir.
I got you. I got you. 'Cause I'm
Yeah,
trying
they
to figure
thought
out
they
what's
beat
going
him.
on.
So they said that they saw the sign. They're like, word? All right. we finna show you something. You need Caitlin Clark? Okay. Okay. And then what
They can
happened?
strip the ball from.
Bruh, y'all gotta see this hit though. And then I'm out of here. And they want to tell me that what's her name? She could play with this level of talent.
Are you talking about during the game?
Yeah, you saw that hit, right? That old girl took.
Mm.
She's okay.
The USO go back up real quick. I'm sorry.
Oh, this the attendance. I knew they were gonna try this. Who
Nobody.
cares?
This ain't
Yeah,
about that. This is about winning.
Miss Maloney's daughter.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, play the clip. Yes, radio.
Wait, is it in this one? No. That was Asia's. Damn, I can't find it. But yeah, she took a shot and she was down. They had to put her on the bench, but she was cool. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, but y'all wanted Caitlin to go see that.
Are you talking about the Japan girl?
Yeah.
Shoot, that girl been up there crying.
She took an
Oh,
NBA shot.
they would have had to bring out the whole goddamn they had to bring out the stretcher for her.
She took a WNBA shot.
Yeah. She tried to
Oh,
go for the
okay.
ball and she took a shot in the ribs and she was down and then they had to get her off the court. Caitlin Clark would have been in a Japanese hospital by now.
Okay.
So I'm like, man, please. Well, we let him talk. Let him talk. But anyway, y'all, I'm going to sleep. This was fun.
Me
Sometimes
too, because I gotta work 16 hours more. So me too.
Just for the
I gotta go
perfect
back to the
opportunity.
plantation.
Mm-hmm.
I can only imagine who got fired while I was gone.
They told you to leave the season at home.
I ain't got no damn excuses.
Yeah.
Be one to y'all, family.
All
Nice
right.
chocolate
Be one.
with you, especially about these invaders. And cooners. So it's been lovely and nice as usual. Good night, beloved Miss Nisi. Good night. Salute to your kid, Gravity. Good night, Wallow J. Good night, Fairy. Good night to you, Don P. Peace and love, family. Be one.
Good night, my
B1.
sister. Be
Good
one.
night. Be one.
I'm staying on last to make sure KG gets some act right.
Oh, I know what he got in the chamber.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell y'all this: peace and love,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm always gonna be or consider myself what my birth certificate says, and that is Negro, because of the historicity of the ethnicity of the Negro. And with that, shalom.
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 Shalom. All right, Wallo, you got less than an hour left until the big 3-2. What you got
Yes,
planned?
sir. Well, I'm gonna go to the city tomorrow. I'm going to Raleigh.
Oh,
And
NC, okay.
yeah, I'm in the end. Well, yeah, it's about like an hour or some drive, so I ain't gonna do much of that. I'm going to Waffle House in the morning.
Life has definitely been lifing. I'm going to keep you guys updated with.
Jesus Christ.
Gee, you may have. Why you do that, yo? Shit, you ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
Oh man.
Fuck you, KG.
Got him! Got him!
Oh man, yo. Oh God.
I'm tired of being nice. Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Wallow,
Now he back.
happy birthday, baby. Cosima,
Thank you, Miss
you
Nisi.
be careful.
I
KG,
will.
fart and clear your brains out.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. It's perfect.
Shit, I'm trying to make it to my 46th birthday to be on Labor Day.
You said what?
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Good night,
Pushing
beloved.
it.
What?
Good night, beloved.
What?
You said what?
Good night, beloved.
What?
You said what?
Stone
Good
Cold
night,
gone.
beloved.
What? What?
Good night, beloved.
Oh man. All right, I'm about to head on out myself. I will see you
I
because I got
prayed
next
for this
5
and it
days straight of
happened.
work at both my jobs.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Wallow,
Yes, ma'am.
go ahead and drop off,
Yes,
please.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right, kid, I'm out. You
Yes,
behave, sir.
Mhm.
All right, KG, bring it.
That was a great song, by the way.
What are you talking about?
This one here.
Moving on up, to the east side. To a new looks apartment in the sky. Moving on up, to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, a fish don't burn on the grill. Took out one of the dry just to get up and eat. Now we're rolling big leaves, getting our children there. As long as we leave, it's you made, baby. There ain't no wrong with that. We're moving on up, to the inside, to a new looks apartment in the sky. Moving on up to the east side. We finally got a piece of the pie.
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, hi. Hey.
KG,
Yes, beloved.
I hope that choir tap tap dances up and down your forehead.
Yes, ma'am.
You ain't happy unless I'm cussing you out. Love you.
I love you so much. You don't understand.
Okay. You love me so good.
I do.
I
do.
Go ahead and end this. I gotta go to bed. Good night.
Good night. Good night, beloved.
Bye-bye.
We'll play you out.
Moving on up, moving on up, shooting inside, moving on up. Somebody looks up at me in the sky. Moving on up, shooting inside. We finally got a piece of the pie. Fish don't fry in the kitchen, a fish don't burn on the grill. Took out one of the try just to get up and eat. Now we're rolling big leaves, getting our children there. As long as we leave, as you may, baby, there ain't no wrong with that. We're moving on up, shooting inside, moving on up. To our dear looks up at me in the sky. Moving on up, shooting inside. We finally got a piece of the pie.
Tethers win. Tethers win. Tethers win.
Wait around, yep. Start, yeet, and get out.
Time's up.
But did we have a good time here? Hello?
At the end of the day gotta end.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Big fucking move.
And that's it.